This has its own magic. go.
3, 2.
You ain't gotta do all that,
but welcome.
Hey.
I don't even understand.
I was gonna say.
Hey, where's my scene at? See, you have this thing. They changed a couple things. The stupid. There we go.
Oh yeah. Can people see us?
I think it's live. Edit live. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, we should be live.
You should be live.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's weird. The whole thing is hella weird.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
It is weird. No, they can hear us though.
They can hear us?
Yeah, we also do a podcast.
All right.
What's up? I don't even understand this. Yo, welcome.
Hey. I didn't know they could hear us or see us.
Yeah, they should be able to. It says they are.
Oh,
are you guys
okay.
hearing us and seeing us?
Yeah, please respond. Somebody respond and say hey.
We got updates today, and apparently, like, the whole thing changed. Like, everything was normal before I hit live, and all of a sudden it was like, no, all this is different.
I don't see.
It was like a transition, but
oh wait, Second just said yeah we can. Okay,
yeah, we
okay,
can.
they're saying yeah we can.
Hey,
hey.
All right, yeah, welcome.
Hey,
it's your boy Phony Toast with the mostest.
Taz, the old nerdy bastard in the building. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing good.
That's good to hear.
Life is good. I just saw Angry Birds 2 last night.
Okay, I heard it's actually really good.
I never saw Angry Birds 1.
One was surprisingly decent.
Okay, so I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't really hear people talk about it, so I figured it was just like we made the mistake of renting that Emoji Movie.
Oh God,
it was horrible. So we were like, yeah, I don't really want to like mess with a whole lot of like outside stuff at the movie theater.
Understandable.
So we didn't see Angry Birds and just ended up not seeing it. So we saw 2, and yeah, it was bad enjoyable. It was funny.
I heard it was good.
I heard all kinds of funny.
I heard it's actually kind of good.
Yeah, DreamWorks knocked it out.
DreamWorks are the only people who can like compete somewhat with Disney. Like they put out films that people fuck with. Which
I think DreamWorks does a more consistent job of making adult kid movies. Like they do a good job of blending the two. Where Disney, sometimes the movies are very much kids. Sometimes the movies have a good blend. You know what I mean?
I can agree.
Like, and I think they do it for their audience
because
I think DreamWorks is like very solid in that area.
Because they do Shrek, right? I think DreamWorks did Shrek.
Maybe. I don't recall who Shrek belongs to.
Like Isaac Turtle said, renting with parentheses. Hey man, we're all legal here. I like how we laugh at that. We're all legal.
100%.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah,
they Shrek. They did Shrek.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because Shrek was good. My kid really likes the one that Rihanna did.
Home.
Yeah, Home.
Okay,
Home was cute. They got a lot of little cute ones under their belt. They right. But yeah, so far, I mean, that was good. So I was doing well, and then of course, what we'll be talking about in the background. How are you, good sir? Drinking the kiwi strawberry Arizona.
When I'm drinking an Arizona, that means I'm with the shits. So we got some shit to talk about today. So I'll definitely make sure to stay hydrated.
Damn, you know this man's serious when he drops 2 shits in 2 sentences.
Yeah, we do. Back to back, I'm with the shits. We got some stuff to talk about today, boy, do we? I'll ask you, how do you want to start this? Where do you want to kick it off?
Well, let's kick it off in order.
Okay.
So one of the first things to happen earlier this week, and I don't know how this is gonna be interesting trying to make this work right. But we'll just start talking about it. Was a possible something happened with the one of the more recent free agent studios. There was deal time came up. Money was discussed, and someone didn't want to or couldn't unask that cash. And it looks like, and I'm not sure, I hear there might be alternate talks, but for the time being, Spider-Man out the MCU.
As of right now.
For the time being.
For the time being. I do want to. Yeah. So Sony and Marvel couldn't come to. Wait, let me rephrase that. Sony and Disney couldn't come to an understanding, to an agreement on what to do for Spider-Man. I said on this podcast, I believe it was the last episode, that things are gonna change now. Because once Spidey hit that $1 billion mark, now things have to be retalked. Because the money has changed. So when the money changes, other things are going to be attempted to be changed.
Yep. Yeah. And this is a joint production.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this isn't just, one group's film right now. Mm-hmm. There are parties involved. There are checks that need to be signed and handed over.
Lots of checks. It's not lots of contracts.
Yeah.
It's not just one. Lots of different things. There's a lot more into this. And, with this situation happening, I have come to the conclusion that I always knew, but now it's like etched in stone. That a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't understand business. A lot of people don't...
What is that B word?
Business. A lot of people don't understand business. A lot of people don't understand licensing. A lot of people think that Disney isn't that petty. And you know what's kind of unfair to say Disney isn't petty? Because all major corporations are petty as shit. Every single one of them.
Business is petty.
Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, let's roll with that. Business is petty. Business is petty. And, I tell people, it's unfair. First of all, Sony petty as shit. Because I don't think, let me tell you why. I don't think this was supposed to be leaked. I don't think that this was something, because I'm pretty sure, if anyone knows how business work, you come with an offer.
Okay.
And either they accept it or deny it, and usually they deny it, but come with a separate offer. Sony flexing right now. I think Sony's flexing. I think Sony wants to work with Marvel. I think Sony wants Venom into their universe, but they want less money now. They want it for less money.
See, I think this is what happened. And I was doing a little bit of numbers, and I realized that this is probably not really as much of a flex, but as much of a resource management issue.
Talk to me.
Kevin Feige, the god Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios right now, who has now dropped the biggest movie of all time as far as the box office goes. Biggest movie of all time. When that happens, like, don't get me wrong, he had hit after hit after hit. Marvel Studios is doing great.
Yeah.
But when that happens, you get that extra little oomph. I think that's when you have to realize, and this is something that goes to him, his team, and everybody. That becomes a very expensive fucking team.
I agree, and
With
it's
phase
not even
4 and us going into phase 5.
Yeah,
that time is worth a lot more money.
I agree, and that's where I was gonna get to, where people were saying Disney was being greedy. Let me stop you right there. Let's say Feige is a showrunner. Let's be real. He pretty much is a showrunner. He runs pretty much the whole thing.
He runs the show.
Look at how expensive he was before they got all the Fox shit.
Yeah.
Now throw all that in there. Now throw all the Disney Plus shit in there.
Yep.
The man's time is money.
Yep. And you can't have Disney continuously covering any of that overhead. It just doesn't make sense financially when they're able to take B-list ass Avengers, turn them motherfuckers into household names, make one of, like you said, literally the biggest movie of all time at the box office, and you can't expect them to say, "Hey, we're gonna take that same check."
Yeah,
it just ain't gonna happen. And when you look at the numbers game for Sony, which, don't get me wrong, I understand and respect. Their biggest year in the past 5 was 2017, the same year Homecoming came out. They made a little over $9 billion in revenue. They've made less in the past 2 years, as a result. And they're on track right now to make, like, I think maybe if all projections pan out, 7 to 8.
Okay.
So let's keep it 100. Far From Home is enough to say that is closer to 12 to 15% of their fucking revenue at $1.1 billion. Mm-hmm. You can't start giving that away for your shareholders. You can't tell your shareholders, yeah, we just made a deal with Marvel that literally affects our bottom line by like 5-6%.
Exactly. See, this is some business shit, and this is why I couldn't wait to get to the podcast. Because one thing I like talking about is business. And people were saying, "Oh, you guys talk too much about something you don't own." This is bigger than Spider-Man. Because people just see their favorite character. I'm thinking contracts. I'm thinking checks. I'm thinking dollar amounts. These are all things that we're basically in the entertainment industry ourselves. These are conversations we need to be getting involved in and learning the ins and outs of all of this shit. Because it's not just as simple as, oh, they just want Spider-Man for themselves. This all comes down to money. And Feige is running shit. But everybody answers to somebody.
Yep.
There's somebody above Feige, believe it or not.
Yep.
And there's somebody above Feige, like he said, we're covering the cost. You're becoming more expensive. We're willing to give you more money, but when we give you more money, you go up in value.
Yep.
And who are these niggas to say that they want to pay us the same amount for your value?
Yep. Because we're still on the hook to continue paying this amount that we feel that you're worth to maintain you being here. Because at the same time, you're more valuable to other companies as well.
Exactly.
I mean, if Feige decided to hop off and hop over to like DC or something, or hey, look, he could want to build something from the ground up. Go over, make deals with Image, pull from a huge catalog of books and give y'all something different.
I'm shocked Disney hasn't just copped Image.
Yeah,
I mean, but they're independent, but Disney could still be like, because I don't know. I can see them doing it.
From what people do say is Disney is decent about
letting
if you're able to perform, you can operate fairly independently.
But they will step in.
Oh yeah,
they will step in.
Like you said, it's business. They're not in the lose money.
They'll step in. And that's why I'm glad you brought that up, because regarding this, and I told people this, and people said that I was full of shit. That's okay. People can tell me I'm full of shit. I told people, you need to hope that Disney and Sony do come to some kind of conclusion.
Yeah.
Especially you Spider-Man PS4 fans.
And see, that's where I disagree with you.
Talk to me.
I don't see, because I think it's an affordability thing. I don't see they can't afford in their picture studio to do that. But
in their
Disney,
what studio?
In Sony Pictures? I know they're a whole company, but Sony Pictures.
No, I'm talking about just the game.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I think the dispute will stay in Sony Pictures and won't bleed over to the game.
Why not?
Because Disney very recently decided to shut down its own game studios and push that stuff out.
What do you mean? Their game studio?
Disney's not making a lot of its own. What's it called? Disney's licensing out far more characters than they were years ago. Because there was a time where Disney pulled back all their licenses. That's why you didn't see a lot of the Marvel's Capcom games.
But Disney Games doesn't have the Spider-Man licensing. Marvel Games does.
Right, but this is what I'm saying is Disney as a company is okay with pushing game development out. That is what they're currently looking to do.
You're right.
When they released all those licenses, it was their objective to say, like they said, with Square Enix, with EIDOS Montreal, with all these different companies, we want to let other people make games. The Insomniac game that now Sony has recently acquired, was extremely popular. There's no need for them, especially because Disney still owns merchandising, books, all kinds of stuff. There's no need to take that from
If you ask me, that's more the reason to.
Well, here's the thing: is you're taking now a proven product that had amazing sales.
So Disney's not getting none of that. Disney's not getting none of that. What do they get?
Disney gets that.
No, they don't.
Disney's licensing out the game character.
All they get paid for is the license.
Right. So so it's money on the dollar.
Who cares? They don't need it.
Guess what? All they're doing is, hey,
So you mean to tell me
they don't need it, but they're getting it. So why take it away?
Because they've done it before. Because they've done it before.
Then you have to make a new contract.
But they've done it before. That's what I'm saying. You're not
wrong.
But
I'm saying they did that under hostile negotiations.
Oh, come on.
Fox negotiations are known to have been hostile. Sony, I don't think has that same energy.
There is more proof that they will do it than not. Especially since it's Sony. But this isn't just, see, here's the difference. They did that to X-Men, and that wasn't just for Fox. They just did it in general.
That's what I'm saying. Because of the Fox negotiations.
Yeah.
They wanted the X-Men and the Fantastic Four back.
So why would they help Sony?
Fox was doing it so bad they were ruining the brand.
Uh-huh.
Sony has been working with them for a number of years, and now just can't afford might not be able to afford to continue on. Which, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney was making a flex to say, look, we're going to counteroffer because we want to utilize maybe Venom, Carnage. We want to be able to do things with more of our
I honestly think that's what it is, if you ask me.
Because they haven't come across to make it seem like these are hostile negotiations. Where we knew the Fox ones were like, nah, fuck you. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to put out these movies in just enough time to maintain the license and basically say, fuck you.
MTS says, does Disney want all of his PlayStation licensing deals to fall through? I don't think they
have a lot.
Because there's just Avengers, then there's Spidey.
The Kingdom Hearts series. I think they have, what's it called? They have that one Disney game, is also on PlayStation. The Infinity thing with all the characters, the MMO.
Oh, the Disney Infinity?
Yeah.
That one's done. That one, they lost a lot of money with that. That's what pretty much fucked up Disney games, was the Disney Infinity. Because they shut everything down just to do Disney Infinity. And they spent all that money on the figures because of, what's it called? The Skywalkers? What's that shit with Spyro the Dragon? The game where you get the pieces.
Yeah, I forget. I think it's
Skywalker.
Skylanders.
Skylanders. I was saying, no, it was a Skywalker. Skylanders. Okay, so Skylanders blew the fuck up. Disney said, we're just going to completely rip this off.
Yeah, because you got to keep it factoring in mind too. Sony is the biggest selling console out there. There's more consoles than home.
You're right.
That's just a bad deal.
But no, you're right.
Here's the deal. I don't think they're going to do it.
The argument isn't that it's a good deal or a bad deal. The argument is, are they petty enough to do so? I say yes, they are. And like I said, look at what Netflix did.
Petty. Look at what
Netflix did.
I still say petty is greater than money. And with the X-Men,
talk to me.
They had something sitting over at Sony. When you think about the amount of characters, when you sat down and you put the amount of characters between the Fantastic Four and the X-Men that are money makers, that are pure. Logan alone.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
A big dog. And then you have. I think that you could basically say, "Hey, look, we have these other characters that we could take out and put in your place."
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that Marvel will be willing to do to Spider-Man what they did to the X-Men? No. I don't want you to answer too quickly, because I put that in our chat that we're in, and a lot of people are like, no, Spidey, no. And I had to say, I don't think you guys understood how big X-Men were. I still don't think they get how big X-Men were.
I think, and I agree, and I understand what you're saying.
Talk to me.
I think they're petty enough to do something similar,
but not as bad.
Not, I mean,
well, of course not as bad.
But it's very like you're talking about across the board reduction in all subsequent books.
Yeah,
I think that they will push off Peter, put Peter in another one more day storyline, and push either Miles and just basically fuck up their
Peter,
not just. Fuck up Peter and fuck up what they might be trying to do going forward with the idea of Black Cat. You won't see Black Cat ever again. Silver Sable. I don't
know. That book does really well.
Any of those books? Oh yeah, they'll just move over to Silk. They'll put that same writer on Silk or something.
Silk. I like Silk, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
To throw it off, give you these random characters, but I think there will be a huge book reduction.
Now, real quick, MTF said they just announced the Disney Junior series, which is true. That's why I say I don't think they'll do it as much as they did X-Men, but that does go to show they're willing to do it.
Oh yeah,
like X-Men and see, I took my damn glasses off. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. X-Men ran this shit, okay? X-Men. I know it seems hard to say, But as someone who worked with a comic shop for 20 years, let me tell you something. X-Men ran this shit. Remember the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yep.
It wasn't called League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. What was it called? LXG.
LXG?
They called it LXG.
Oh, I remember.
Do you know why they called it LXG?
To make it sound like
Because X-Men ran this fucking shit. They didn't call it L Batman G. They didn't call it L try to fit the Spider-Man in G. They called it LXG. X-Men ran the game for a good 25 years.
No.
For a good 25 years. They ran shit.
Art by Atlas has my feelings. If Spider-Man stays over at Sony or goes back, they'll give us another Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, basically, absolutely.
Yep.
CJ from
no, the X-Men. No, you're right. Go. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Shout out to CJ from Three Black Geeks. But they will pump the brakes on another TV show and video game. I'm telling you.
You know, I think TV show, yes.
Well, they just
video
announced
game,
the Spider-Man Jr. show.
I don't think video game. And here's why.
Okay.
I think that the video game, because of the way the video game came out, the video game does another thing that the Marvel doesn't like to do,
What's
which
that?
they show kind of disassociates. It's its own kind of universe.
It is. I can agree with that.
I think that because it's its own kind of universe, it still gives you a disassociation from what Marvel's doing. So that leaves Marvel to be able to create their own universe, or kind of like basically do their own, not their own universe, but leaves Marvel to kind of do their own thing in Spider-Man's universe that's still different from what they're doing there. Just like with the X-Men. We're going to reduce your number of books, and we're going to do shit that just won't make sense in your universe. Like, you won't be able to match a book. So you won't be able to do, like, a Civil War thing, an Infinity War kind of thing. Like, you won't be able to take from these book quests. We'll just kind of steer you down the road a little bit more. And you see what happens to movies when they don't really follow the book. I mean,
I'm with you.
I think that Sony would still be able to make money, which is part of the problem. Because, I mean, as you see with Venom, that ain't Eddie Brock. That ain't no origin of Eddie Brock that ever happened. That ain't Eddie Brock's character. Eddie Brock's a hard ass.
That's not Eddie Brock at all.
Yeah, Eddie Brock is a bad motherfucker. He don't sit around and kind of like self-doubt and second-guess himself. Like, nah, he was a bad motherfucker before he got the Venom suit. He a bad motherfucker after he got a Venom suit. He a bad motherfucker.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Venom 2 will do just as well?
Yes.
I don't think it will.
I think it will.
Tell me why.
The same reason why the Amazing Spider-Man movies were making $700+ million. You get big names in there because they're getting Woody Harrelson in there. You have
He's not big enough.
You have Carnage. Carnage is big. Marvel just finished pushing Carnage. They're gonna have to push those storylines out. And now, of course, then I think Carnage is gonna disappear again, unless they make the deal.
More years. Exactly.
You know, but I think Marvel behind the scenes is probably pushing for that deal, and that's why they released the books that way. That's why we
Absolute
got
Carnage is great. Absolute Carnage is great,
Yeah,
by the way.
it is.
But I don't know.
I think it'll do close to the same because you're not talking about a big number. Think about it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 still did like 730, 40, something like that million, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we had no expectations going into that piece of shit.
Well, to which one?
What's it called? Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was crap. But it still made a ton of money. Venom, like I said, Venom had literally nothing in it that you would consider to be, that movie should have made that much money. The villain sucked.
Yeah.
There was not the main, Eddie Brock was just off for no reason. They took away from any bit of his origin. Like, he just came off as a dick.
I think, man, in my honest opinion, I think that the first Venom only did well because people wanted to see a Venom movie. I think that was it. They're like, let me just see this Venom movie. But people went to it, it didn't like it. See, that's the difference. The difference is...
It had tentacles. China loved it.
And I think CJ said it best. He said it'll be like the Transformers films. Domestically, it won't do much, but overseas... Yep. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate
that's
it.
Where, think about it now. That's what it did last time. It cleaned up overseas.
What I think Sony should do Sony has the chance to do this right and have them be able to drop $1 billion film a year. Just like Marvel does. But I don't think they can do it without Marvel. I don't think they can. I don't think they can do it without Feige. I can see... let me ask you guys this too. Do you think that people will sabotage the next Spider-Man films if they're not under MCU?
No.
I can see it.
I don't think so. I think Sony will sabotage themselves.
Ooh.
They've shown us in the past. I mean, because
like, how are they going to do that? Like, how? Like, no, seriously.
Well, I can see how they're going to try to do that. Because what they probably have and what their confidence lies within is because they had planned for 2 more films. They probably have the outline for 2 more films. And I think that their hope is to pull in a good director to kind of take over the
That's
project.
another thing.
Because think about Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those are the Raimi films. Those aren't Sony films. Nobody refers to those as, oh, well, the Sony films. And it's not like, oh, well, the Marvel Studios version of this. Mm-hmm. No, it's Raimi. Mm-hmm. Nobody has that faith in Sony directly.
Yeah.
So I think their hope is to say, hey, look, we have this outline. We have these contracts in place for these individual characters. Mm-hmm. What could we make work?
Now, this goes back to what I say, that Disney is petty. But, MTF might not agree with me, but to me, that is being petty. But petty to me is good business. Like, a wise man said, when it comes to business, you can't have a conscience. You can't have a good conscience. You can't. Like, your goal is to crush the competition. And it's funny to me because people always talk about how evil Disney is. I think they're about to show you how evil they are. What were you about to say?
I was going to say, even if your goal is not to crush the competition, and I don't think that everybody's goal is that, your survival instinct also has to be not to be crushed.
I think,
so you need
you're
to
right.
position yourself sometimes offensively to ensure that you hold, just think about it. In a world where we have war, regardless of America's current standing, if you have bigger weapons, you can keep everybody else at bay. So as long as your intentions are good, you technically can be doing good with an offensive arsenal that is greater than everybody else's to keep everybody else in line.
But Sun Tzu said, destroy your competition completely. Art of war.
But
completely.
You also need to have a people, right?
Okay.
So
does Disney not have people?
Here's the thing. You need to have, in our economy, you need to have competition. So you can't completely destroy all of your opposition. You sometimes have to play ball. You have to keep enough studios alive that you don't hold a monopoly.
Fair. But here's the thing.
If they went around and just destroyed all their enemies, then they would actually be a monopoly.
No, you're right.
Which they are not
now. But there are businesses, there are entertainment companies who are successful. People don't even know. WB owns Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
that's their shit. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there
WB
is
owns
other
shit.
No, they do. I tell people. Do y'all understand? I'm shocked how many people don't know WB completely owns Sony and has owned it for like almost 50 years. I mean, not Sony, but they DC.
Yeah.
Like WB owns DC and has since like the early 70s.
Outright.
Like they've had like when the Richard Donner Superman came out under WB. Like they've owned it. So that's why I always get weird when people talk shit about Disney buying Marvel. I'm like, dude, DC has had WB for fucking.
Not only that, but I remember, and this is the funny part about being in the comic world, is I remember when Disney bought Marvel for what they paid for it, people were like, damn, you overpaid for that. They don't even have their best characters. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. You guys are stupid. That's a bad deal. You'll never be able to do anything with them characters. Now, y'all motherfuckers are Monopoly. How come y'all oversaturate the market with all these comic book movies that people keep going and seeing? Oh, you guys are too good.
I mean, but that goes to what I said, what I was going to say. John Watts is not signed up for a third film. Let's talk business here. I don't think the Sony people are willing to give up their $1 billion director. I don't think they're willing to do that. Disney got some shit. I bet you right now, Watts' phone is ringing off the hook. He's the number 1 draft pick right now. He's the number 1 free agent.
You know what would be funny though? Because you know what's going on in that. If you could hear the phone call and you're gonna hear names like Nova, A young Nova. Because, I mean, we already got introduced to the Nova Corps. Nova is basically Space Spidey.
Absolutely. No, let me take it further. I hear Flash.
Ooh,
he's a free agent right now. And DC has been sniping pretty much everybody that's been leaving Disney.
And Ezra's trying to push...
and Ezra keeps saying that.
It's green lit.
Yeah.
So, he's trying to push for attention to
And
it.
originally they got the writers for the first, for Homecoming to do the Flash movie. I'm hearing Watts' phone is ringing off the hook. He's the #1 free agent right now.
Damn.
If I was Sony, I would do something now.
Yeah.
I would do something now. There's too much money on the table. I'm in a chat with a lot of people who, a lot of movie people, and some of them are very happy with this. They just want Marvel to catch an L. And they're saying, well, Sony can do better if they do and can. And I said, those are some expensive cans and ifs. That's a lot of money on the table for a maybe.
Here's the thing. You see this hand? They've used up an entire hand of chances and did not make $1 billion once. They've made movies in the great comic book age where comic books have been... Because let's double back. A comic book movie has had the potential to make $1 billion at least since 2008, where The Dark Knight did it.
Absolutely.
The Dark Knight Rises wasn't even a good movie, and it did it.
They still did it.
Multiple Marvel movies have done it. DC has done it. So the ability to do it is there. Sony had 5 tries in the game and did not do it. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not the level of Fox tries, which is abysmal. But we're not shooting at the bottom of the barrel right now. Okay. Sony's had chances. They obviously are missing something. They can make money. They can make good money. Nobody's saying they can't. But they're not going to make Marvel money. They're not going to do as well as Marvel with the character. They don't have the level of integration. There is something special about knowing how Spider-Man can connect to other characters, seeing the different dialogues, like getting to see Nick Fury interact with Captain Marvel, with all the Avengers, with Spider-Man direct. Like, that is fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be involved in a world is fun. And that's what makes people be involved. I don't think that Spider-Man has enough to do that himself. Like someone said on the feed, Morbius is the one. Morbius is the one. They're going to need more than 2 films. Because right now they got Spider-Man, they got Venom. I don't see Morbius getting anywhere near 800, 900 million. People say they can. Morbius ain't Venom, beloved.
Yeah, Morbius.
Morbius ain't Venom.
And let's keep it 100. Vampires, to a degree, aren't as hot as they were at one time. So having the name like Blade is way more valuable than an off-brand character like Morbius. They're not just like, if this was like around the time of like Twilight, True Blood, and all that, you could just sell the vampire just on the fact he's a vampire. Easy sell. Morbius he would have made more money on that fact. But
absolutely,
they ain't as big right now. So I don't think Morbius is going to be a tough sell.
And MTF said it best. Now imagine if Morbius had a Blade appearance.
Whole different prospect.
This is where I'm at with it. This is why I'm like, Sony, y'all need to just be like, all right, Sony, you should be trying to find a resolution. And that's why I think they posted that bullshit tweet. That's why they posted that bullshit tweet saying, we tried to come to a resolution, but it didn't happen. We hope we can come. Get the fuck out of here. That was Sony flexing.
Yeah.
That was Sony, you ever like, you work out, man. You ever like went to go lift something and you actually did it? And then you go up and you're like, yeah. That was Sony right now. That was Sony like, patting himself like, oh man. But smoke clears. We hold the cards to all this.
Yeah.
That's where they're at with it.
They do.
We hold the cards. And we're reminding you.
We feel we hold the cards. Because we feel you need Spider-Man. Let's keep 100. You got to double back and remember, they built this without Spider-Man.
And that's where I'm at with it.
Spider-Man
That's where I'm at
showed
with
up
it.
when the castle was already there.
Sony needs Marvel more than Marvel needs Sony.
Absolutely.
And that's why, and CJ just said it. Notice that Sony is doing all the talking. Meanwhile, Marvel Disney hasn't said a word.
Yep.
They haven't said nothing. They've said nothing.
All they're doing right now is proving Kevin's bigger paycheck. But here's what I think the alternate flex is going to be. Mm-hmm. If they're looking at, just take it like a math problem. You're looking at increasing Feige's pay by 30% based on a single brand. Mm-hmm. Instead, let's take it one step forward. Let's say we want to put Feige in the same role but lesser of a commitment, but put 10 to 15% across 3 movies to make 30 to get back to 30% overall. Mm-hmm. But the involvement would be at X level versus his direct involvement, especially because he has a bigger schedule. That way, Marvel could pull in more characters and move forward. Because I think right now Marvel might want a deal. Because I think you said Miles is tied to it. Mm-hmm. I think Marvel might want Miles. Because I think Peter. I think Peter will be good. Like I said, 3-4 movies, but I think that they want a lot more Miles going forward.
I mean, yeah. I don't know how that would work. I don't see why not, but I could see. Here's the deal. Let's just be 100 here. Marvel doesn't need Spider-Man.
Nope.
Basically, the whole concept here is Disney has gotten to this place by giving the people what they want. So they're willing to go to a little percent here. Now let's end some shit here. The big rumor was that Marvel asked for 50%. They didn't. It was actually 25. Still more than what was originally asked, but that's how business works. You haggle. Like we just talked about earlier. Yep. Time is money.
I'm making you more money.
Time is money. And I got all this other shit, which we will get into. Mm-hmm. I got all this other shit coming.
Yep.
Like, my time is getting more and more expensive.
That was a flex.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about flexing. We'll get to the flexing part. Because, like CJ said, there's a lot of talking on Sony's side. But I like it when people do more action. There's people who do too much this, and while they're doing this, they're not moving. Because they're too busy doing this. Disney is moving. They're like, oh, y'all ain't fucking with the Spidey deal? All right, we'll come back to this. Anyways, we're over here. And, it's just crazy because I feel, in conclusion to all of this, they're going to come to a conclusion. There's too much potential money on the table to be let go.
Yeah.
There's too much.
Yeah. There's
too much.
I think as a result, we're going to get some Spider-Man characters. I think, and like I said, I think Miles is one. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Kingpin and associated characters.
Damn, they're going to have to recast Kingpin, huh? And I did. We bounced off into something
Vincent
else.
Was great too.
Huh? What was that?
Vincent was great.
Oh man, he is Kingpin to me. What was I gonna say? I honestly think that's what the real problem is. I think Sony said, we want Venom in the MCU. We want our Venom in the MCU. And Kevin Feige, they were like, ha! No, that wasn't the deal.
Yeah, especially not that Venom.
That wasn't the deal. That wasn't the deal. And Sony's like, oh, okay. I think that's what it is. But once again, Disney didn't get to this place by not giving the people what they want. Yeah. I can see Disney saying, all right, bro, we'll go down to 15. All right, we'll go down. They'll come to something. It probably won't make the best sense business-wise for Disney, but they can eat that. They can eat that. They can. They can eat that.
I mean, let's keep it 100. People will be more mad at Sony than they will at Disney.
This is what I'm saying. This is where I'm at with it.
But that's to me why I think they released that tweet.
Oh,
I think it was to save face and be like, well, hey, look, this ain't all just on us.
MTF said it. If we think about it, none of the upcoming Marvel projects require references to Spidey at all. This is what I'm saying, and I said that earlier. Sony needs Marvel more than Marvel needs Sony.
Let's see. Let's run through it. Let's see. Shang-Chi, don't need no Spider-Man. The Eternals,
don't need no Spider-Man.
Doctor Strange.
Don't need no Spider-Man. Black Panther.
Don't need no Spider-Man.
Don't need no Spider-Man.
Wanda.
WandaVision. Don't need no Spider-Man.
Hawkeye.
Don't need no Spider-Man. Loki. Don't need no Spider-Man. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Don't need no goddamn Spider-Man. What if we don't need no Spider-Man? We don't need no goddamn Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's a smart play by Marvel, kind of keeping Spider-Man. Oh, and Black Widow. Don't need no
goddamn Spider-Man. That is a spider. We got a Spider-Woman.
You already have a spider. Done. You know what we fucked up?
Let me see what Raphael Jones said because I'm sorry. Raphael Jones. Do you think Disney is waiting for Sony to fail and call Disney back because Sony believes they could do a successful Spider-Man movie? I don't think Disney cares at this point. Disney's like, what? We got all this shit over here. What?
Yeah, I think at most Disney's trying to play hardball and basically say, look, we want a few more characters. Like you said, we're not willing to put your shitty Venom in our universe. Because that's just dumb. But we do want a couple of maybe even the street level villains or characters, maybe an Osborn, something like that for some ideas that we have that we're throwing around the table. Are you willing to work with it? Because we want this just for Spider-Man. And I think that they're going to, like you said, it's going to go in negotiation. We're probably going to get another couple characters so they can keep a lower percentage of Spider-Man. And because, you got to think about it. The other movies that they're looking to release are chances that they're taking. Venom proved partially successful, but the rumored other stuff, like I said, Morbius, that's a huge 50-50. We don't know.
I don't see Morbius doing well.
It's Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
After the Joker thing, he hasn't done something in this realm that's probably going to make people be like, this is a must-see. I'm going to put, but, I mean, not even as much as Tom Hardy. Keep 100.
Yeah.
So unless you start crossing some stuff into that people, want to experience, like MTF said earlier, Blade.
Yeah. And he also just said, I think they'd be willing to fix Venom in exchange for putting him in the MCU. See, this is what I keep saying. I don't think it's a money issue. I really don't. I don't think it's a money issue. Because Disney ain't getting as much to really make it get to this point. I think that it's bigger than the money. I think it's what MTF is saying. I think that Sony wants Venom in the MCU. I think that's what they want. They want Venom in the MCU. They want Spider-Man to show up in Venom. They want Tom Holland to show up in Venom. That will most likely guarantee them $1 billion franchise. Fuck. Next one, Carnage. Maximum Carnage.
Yeah.
They want Tom. They want Tom. And Disney is like, ugh.
Yeah, especially when you think about what they've got going on, because Venom doesn't. You kind of have to force Venom into that world.
That's what I'm saying.
The storyline won't make as much sense based on Venom's character.
That's what I'm saying.
I can see how you can kind of do it because.
I mean, it's not impossible.
It's fairly possible right now. It just won't feel good.
It won't feel good, and it won't be clean.
Get Jay Jonah.
Yeah.
And we got to remember that Jay Jonah is willing to take more chances on people, especially to get after Spider-Man. So he's somebody who might hire somebody who's on the outs but has a supposed good name like Eddie Brock.
Right.
It's just that Eddie Brock never came off as a competent reporter, even though he was supposed to be. They said he was.
Right.
But he never did.
Right.
This Eddie Brock is kind of already supposed to be a hero. So him being the villain for Spider-Man for a while and being the antithesis is kind of... It's now a long stretch because he's already on a path to redemption. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like, okay, well, what do you want us to do? Hero team up? That's not really a good. That's not a necessary storyline.
I'm with you. I'm with you. It's. I think, like I said, I think it's
so
not.
It could happen.
Just the money. I think I could see Sony feeling themselves a little bit, walking into the business room like, "Yo, we want Venom in the MCU. We don't want y'all touching Venom, but we want him in the MCU, and we want Tom Holland in the Venom sequel." And Disney's like, "What?" Disney's like, "What? Who do you think you is? You think you is? You can't just come up here." And it's always like, damn, I guess we got to take our talents elsewhere. But when the smoke clears, I see Disney just saying, all right, man, damn. All right, fuck. Yeah, all right. I see them going there doing it. Like I said, Disney didn't get to this having one of the most successful franchise histories ever, having the most successful entertainment year ever by not giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
I think they're going to just go ahead and do it. All right, fine. fucking shit. D23 is this week. We're busy with this. We can't deal with this right now. Like, we're over here doing this.
I can agree with that. I definitely think that Disney is in a position right now where they can sit the fuck back and wait it out. Like, okay, look, hey, you know what's on the table. Mm-hmm. Like you said, you know there's a counteroffer in there somewhere. You know what our counteroffer is. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a whole phase that don't need Spider-Man.
Speaking of it,
what do we got?
You know, why do people think that we don't know what we're talking about? Why do people think?
Probably because we don't read comics.
Here's shit. I completely forgot.
Yeah, we don't read comics.
You know,
just like how we guessed the other week about what would happen in Powers of X 2. Totally guessed that like Moira was gonna be merged with Apocalypse technology and be long lived.
And then that was her ninth life.
Yeah. How we ran through with our special guest, I Know Nothing. And
shout out I Know Nothing.
And we worked out, man. Oh yeah, Doug. Because remember we were talking about Doug and Warlock and how Doug and Kuroka might be, hybrided because he did program the language for them to communicate, which is what he started doing. He made communication with Warlock. So, what symbiosis down the hill?
Listen, we know what we're talking about here. We're not joking when we say we think that Marvel be listening to us.
Yeah.
Because didn't we say that Miss Marvel works better as a show?
Yep.
Didn't we also say Moon Knight works better as a show?
Yep.
Didn't we also say She-Hulk works better as a show?
Yep. If you ever read the books, they're episodic.
Extremely so.
And Moon Knight is Batman who actually understands that he's crazy.
At a time when mental health is talked about a lot, what a better time to do Moon Knight. What a better time where you could talk about mental illness, because that's a big hot topic today in society.
Facts.
Now imagine there's a superhero who has it.
Who might have it.
Exactly. Let me see. Moon Knight, baby. The Disney Plus announcements are huge, dudes, and all of this stuff is for the past 2 years.
For the first 2 years.
Cut the check. For the first 2 years. Yep. What a better time to do that. Miss Marvel, we knew that was gonna be a go.
Yeah. Miss Marvel, I think Miss Marvel is part of the Disney, yes, we don't need Spider-Man phase.
Boom.
And like, hey, look, we have plenty of young superheroes.
Hey, Sony.
We got a breeding ground.
Sony, don't let Miss Marvel replace Spider-Man. Don't let that happen. Because I'm here to tell you, it can. No.
I can see that in the universe.
In the MCU unit, of course. That's what I mean. That's why I said to Sony.
I'm just saying, it was a big statement.
You're right. No, okay, you're right. No, you're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't let that happen. Don't make people, but don't let Marvel find a little Muslim girl who they end up liking either just as much or much more than Tom Holland. Don't do that to Tom.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Because here's what's gonna happen. The media will push the Miss Marvel girl.
Yep.
They will push her hard. They will push her. And I'm not, when I say the media, I'm not talking like CNN. I'm talking like MTV. I'm talking BuzzFeed.
Yeah, MTV doesn't do music, huh?
I'm talking all the shit that the teenagers listen to, that they actually fuck with.
God, I feel old when you say shit like that.
I'm just saying, hey man.
All the shit the teenagers listen to.
Hey, listen, man. I have a different insight on things than a lot of people. I have teenagers at my house. I know what they listen to. I know what they're doing. They don't watch CNN. They don't watch Fox News. They don't watch that shit that we do. All the shit they watch.
I don't watch CNN.
No, I don't either. I'm just saying, all the shit that we get our news and shit from, they don't fuck with that. They fuck with the YouTubers. They fuck with the...
Gossip.
I do it at the bottom. No shade room.
No shade room.
But they listen to those people. Those people, the YouTubers, one of the number one YouTubers is a Muslim woman.
Yep.
These are just facts. They're going to push the shit out of Kamala. Today.
Works. Kamala is a brown-skinned individual in America with superpowers. That's way more relatable than people realize.
Where people are, where the country is so divided and, Muslim people and, Middle Easterns, they need a win.
Yep. And
they're going to get it.
And let's keep it 100. You can guarantee because of their push for diversity and inclusion, she going to have a tie to Captain Marvel. Which means you're going to get a direct tie, which people love, between the television universe and the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Because you've heard how they're talking about it now. They're not saying that this is, like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like, we might have a little tie. They're saying, no, this is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in show format.
And Feige has already stated that these characters can and will show up in films.
Yep.
He stated it yesterday. He said, they can and will. So Miss Marvel, I'm just going to say, out the jump, she'll be in Captain Marvel too. I could go far enough to say Captain Marvel can show up in the Miss Marvel show.
Oh, I think she will.
I'm pretty sure of it.
No
missing face shit. Yeah.
The things that she says, she will push to make sure that happens.
And Brie Larson will do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Brie Larson will push to make sure that happens.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Brie will do it.
But prior to this announcement, when it was going around in conversation, you can guarantee I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
That's just...
Brie will definitely do it. I like Brie because Brie is in billion-dollar films, but she'll still do weird shit like Unicorn Store on Netflix. Yeah. Like, she'll do both of that shit. She's that type of person.
She likes acting.
She'll do... Exactly. She will do it.
And that's the kind of people I think you need to get. But let's keep it 100. Let's kind of go through some little casting thing because we all know the number one choice. I think you've been saying it for... I know you've been saying it for a while. Shia LaBeouf for Moon Knight.
I want Shia. The dude is a great actor. Let's keep it a buck.
And let's keep it 100. Let's move this. Let's move this back 11 years.
Keep going. Let's go.
Shia LaBeouf, I think right now is in a Robert Downey Jr. type position.
Absolutely.
With the Marvel Universe.
Absolutely.
You're a character who is a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
You did some weird shit for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And you could turn it around. And you could literally give us a character that nobody would expect to be as good as the character will be. And you're getting dressed in all white, realize he's crazy Batman.
Yeah, absolutely. He's nuts. One of my favorite Moon Knight statements ever in comics is when he said, people always wonder and think it's dumb that I dress in white in the dark. He says, I dress in white because I want them to see me. I want them to see me coming. I'm like, oh, this nigga nuts. Oh, he's crazy. Yep. He's like, no, I'm coming, bitch. Fuck you. Yep. I'm not hiding no shadow. I'm here to fuck you up. Yep. Dead ass.
Let's see. So I think that's Karen in it for Moon Knight. Miss Marvel, we already said, just get somebody good. I don't have a list for Miss Marvel. I don't have somebody.
I don't have a list either. I'm pretty sure.
You just need to sit down and find somebody who's just captivating or adorable.
I know a lot of people are shooting his shots right now. Shout out to Simu Liu, the guy who got cast as Shang-Chi. I'm all for people shooting their shot and getting it. Yeah. I'm all for it. I love that. I think that is great that he had been campaigning for years. Yo, my nigga, I'm Shang-Chi. I'm down. I can do it. And then he got the job. I'm all fucking for it.
Yeah.
People.
Cordy Smack, would you cast Megan Fox as a villainy type role? She kills it when she plays an antagonist. I don't see any place for her right now.
I don't see a place for her either. I'm not against it.
Especially not out of these three shows.
I'm not against it. I don't see her in that. That's what she was going to say for She-Hulk. Now,
She-Hulk, I want Alicia Tyler. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Mr. J.
Miss J says y'all casting a black or white actress for She-Hulk.
I like Alicia Tyler.
Let me talk to you here.
Just because she's fun.
Oh no, I love Alicia Tyler. And she's from the Bay, so you know you like. Yeah. She's from San Francisco.
Give me my Lana.
She-Hulk I want to talk about the most out of all three of these.
Okay.
First of all, there had to have been a discussion with Universal.
Yeah.
Because Universal was holding up everything.
Especially because you look at the logo.
Yeah.
That's the one that they've been using since the what's it called Banner Hulk.
Yeah. That's what MTF. Thank you. People keep catching She-Hulk, but not Jennifer Walters. This is why I want to talk about this, because you gotta do both.
There's the thing though, and this is why I say Alicia Tyler. Alicia Tyler is tall.
That's what I'm saying.
And whatever, but she's also skinny. So if you put muscle on her and give her like a bigger build, you could still build her into a Hulk, but still have her be like kind of a regular person.
Are we using CGI?
For She-Hulk, no, only because she'll probably be in the She-Hulk persona most of the time. I mean, well, my bad. Yes, because she'll be in the She-Hulk persona most of the time. So you're going to have to add on with CGI, I think. Strange.
Pascal, while left Sony, helped integrate Spidey MCU. She leaves for Universal. She-Hulk joins the MCU. Pascal's name besides her. She gets shit done. And she works fast. Like, she gets shit done. That's what she does. Shout out to her. MTS says, I think we have to use CGI. I'm still down with Aisha Tyler. I was also going to say Zoe
Deschanel?
Because let's be real. No. Let's have this conversation.
I can see the Jennifer Walters piece. Yeah.
Let's have this conversation. She-Hulk is going to be tame Sex in the City.
No. She-Hulk's going to be Ally McBeal.
Okay. I'm with that 100%. Yeah. Also, RDJ. Let's roll that. Right? No, okay. I like that better. She's going to be Ally McBeal.
Which I see why you said Zoe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we need the single party girl that works hard for her money. I think Zoe does that very well.
It's hard to say no.
Okay.
It's hard to say no. As long as I don't get like an Anna Kendrick, I don't want to.
Oh God, no! Oh no!
Don't pull her into the verse.
I like Anna Kendrick, and I wish she was Jewish because I see her as Kitty Pryde so much.
Oh yeah.
I see her as Kitty Pryde so much, but nah, we need a Jewish girl for that.
Because you know who else? Two other people who could potentially. One person who I think would have pulled it off if they were in another role already would be Natalie Portman.
Absolutely.
I think Natalie Portman could have pulled that off. Who else?
For the role
out there?
Okay, now people are talking about, the race of the character. I think that Marvel is going to stay traditional. She is Bruce's cousin.
Mila Kunis.
I wouldn't hate that either. So, what are you looking at here with Mark Ruffalo?
I'm looking at it. Well, you said you're going to stay traditional. It's a sister. I want to look at see what his
sister looks like. Well, not a sister, but...
No, I just want to see what his sister looks like.
Okay, I got you.
If they have pictures of his sister. Just so we can cast correctly.
Oh, so you really trying to get that.
What would Mark Ruffalo's sister look like? Look very much like white women.
Are we going with 4-foot wall-breaking She-Hulk? I want to say yes.
Fourth wall-breaking She-Hulk? I don't know.
I would say yes.
I wouldn't say fourth wall 100%. I think it'll be narrated. Like, it'll be her kind of telling her own story and poking fun at it. So she'll do her own narration.
I don't know. I kind of see
like a Felicity kind of thing.
Okay, you went Felicity. I was gonna say, what's his name? The show that was on Netflix. Fuck.
Fuck.
Shut up. The show that the dude was on, and then they took him off. He was the president. What the fuck is the name of that show?
It's Kevin Spacey show.
Kevin Spacey show. Someone tell us. God damn it.
I want to keep saying American White House because he did American Beauty. House of Cards.
House of Cards. God damn it. Thank you.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Yes. Yeah, because
Yep,
you know.
yep, there you go.
Thank you. House of Cards. Now who's gonna be House of Cards?
Still beat you guys to it.
House of Cards. House of Cards. So yeah, I see it like that, where with her doing it, I can see her doing that kind of narration.
Yeah,
stopping
I think
every
that's
now
how
and
they'll
then.
do it. Just because she hasn't been breaking the fourth wall consistently in a little while, so I'm thinking they've kind of taken that away from her a little bit, probably to keep Deadpool being unique for outside narration. But I think to keep a kind of good feel of the show, you don't want her to be too fourth wall breaking. Just talking to the audience outside of the narration of it. So you're going to be kind of watching her explain her stuff.
Kaiju says, as down as Ruffalo is, I could totally see him pushing for a mixed race artist.
Well, because remember, it's his cousin. It's not his sister.
No, you're right.
So
you're right. And that's what I was saying. So we can't get too out of the box with it.
Hey, what if Zendaya is not cast as anything else? They're like, hey, come over here. Because she's skinny and small.
Listen. Hey, listen to me.
What if she's not signed off for any more movies?
Listen to me.
Take your Mary Jane.
Somebody listen to me here.
You guys got the puff pass? Pass her back.
Listen to me. Do y'all honestly think Disney isn't that petty? I think you out your goddamn mind.
I can see that, though.
I can see Disney has called John Watts within these past few days. That's a fact.
What about Phoebe Waller-Bridge? It's Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
She's free now that Fleabag. Oh, I heard about that show, Fleabag. Okay, so we want to go with a mixed actress.
I mean, I'm open. Oh, okay. No, she would. English actress and writer.
And writer.
Can we get some Americans? God damn it! We can't keep doing trade with other people. Oh damn it! The whole Marvel universe is British people.
Damn it, man.
Damn it. I don't know. I haven't seen her. I didn't see Fleabag. But I mean, yeah, maybe she could potentially.
What about?
But I think here's the key.
Talk to me.
You got to be funny.
I agree.
You gotta be funny.
I agree.
You gotta be able to tell a joke, which is why I think I would take Sophie Turner to see.
Sophie Turner. Anyways,
no. Arya Stark.
No,
I don't. I'm just saying over her. What about Brianna Tarth, the lady who played her? She-Hulk mode.
That would be.
Just when she's She-Hulk.
Listen, man. How tall is she?
Oh, I don't know, because she's a model. I think she's 6 something.
I know she's over 6.
Oh, what is her actress? I forget what her name is. She is played by Gwendolyn Christie, and she is 6'3".
Damn. That's a tall woman right there.
Well, I mean, you saw what Dude Beyond the Wall was like. It was
Yeah.
the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like a fucking mountain I wanted to climb you. Angela's ship.
Alexander's ship. Oh, don't do that.
Natalie Dormer, She-Hulk, Margaret Tyrell.
She-Hulk, Zoe Kravitz.
Is she funny? I don't know.
Amy Adams. I'm liking where all this is going.
Amy Adams, but isn't Amy Adams in Doctor Strange? She's already a character, right?
No.
Oh no, Amy Adams is the other girl. From she just did that movie about the aliens.
Yeah. And she's also Lois Lane.
Yeah, she is Lois Lane.
But I don't think she's interested in coming back.
Plus I think they're gonna go a little bit younger with She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Adams is, she was playing young when it was freaking Old School.
Mm-hmm. That's a good movie.
Old School was a long time ago.
Oh, it's just blowing up right now, and she's funny. I know about Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I need to hear more about her, and she is funny. I know she was in that show Fleabag. I can see them doing that. I know they don't want to go too big with the actors because
I think they do.
You think
because,
they would?
Like you said, it's going to cross. You need to be movie ready.
Yeah, but this is still a show.
Yeah, but it's a show that's going to cross over with movies, so you don't want somebody, who doesn't feel right coming over. So I think they're going to go minor. I mean, this is Disney.
No, you're not wrong.
Disney.
You're not
People
wrong.
want franchise characters.
You're not
Think about
wrong.
it. Being an actor in your life, motherfucker, I always got somewhere to go home to. I always got projects. I think, you got to think about it.
most actors try to fit projects in between studios. If you fucking with Disney, you probably fit studios in around your Disney schedule.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Your manager, your manager will make sure of it. They want that Disney.
Because I'm sure right now, Tom Holland with this Sony deal, he's like, hey, guys, I got this Onward thing. Can we bring the Onward kid over to MCU?
Hey,
I know he's a cartoon, but Chris Pratt's there.
Absolutely, no, I'm with
Disney
you.
keeping Tom Holland on set.
Now it's pretty funny. That literally a day after the whole Spider-Man thing went down, now the fucking Uncharted movie is done. All of a sudden, the director is like, "Oh no, I'm not doing it," and the script people are like, "No, we're not doing it." Y'all don't understand how petty the mouse is. The mouse is gonna ruin everything. They're gonna fuck it up for you. They can do so. They can make sure of it.
America Ferrera. Which one's America Ferrera? I know.
I think that's the one that hates black women.
That one, yeah, I think so.
I think that's the one that hates black women. It is.
Yeah.
Wait.
For who?
No.
Not her for anybody.
I mean, no, I'm saying, no, that's the wrong America.
Is it?
There's another America.
She's the one who made the comment about Latinas and blacks.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that is her.
No. I mean, right now I think Zooey Deschanel is one of the best castings. I like Alicia Tyler.
Right. She said, no, that's Ugly Betty.
Oh.
There's another America. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's saying that's not her. There's two Americas. There's America Ferrera, and then there's another America.
America Airlines? Other
America. Jane the Virgin.
Oh, I don't think her name's America.
No, her name is America.
Her name, Jane the Virgin, is a character?
Yeah, no, her name, the actress name.
Yeah.
What the fuck is her name?
Her name is Gina Alexis Rodriguez.
Holy shit!
I was like, America, what? It's Gina Rodriguez.
Why did I... Wait! Why did I think her name was America?
Oh.
Maybe because I think that she's America Chavez.
Is it America Chavez too? I was like, what other America? The other America. Gina Rodriguez, the other America.
I thought they both were named America. I'm fucking wildin'.
Damn, bro, you're actress-ist.
Don't do that, Kaiju. He said you're the problematic one. Don't do that. Just because I thought that they had the same name. I didn't think they were the same woman. Don't do that.
Yeah, because America Ferrera is also in that Super Student, the Walmart show.
Yeah, she's in the show about Walmart.
I love how it's a superstore. It's Walmart. Shut up. We ain't blind.
Oh shit. I'm excited for all this shit. I'm excited for the potential. I think that people need to stop complaining and bitching.
What is there to complain about? If
you
don't like it, don't watch it.
Oh no, Kaiji says Gina is problematic. Yeah, she is. That Gina's the one that hates black women.
Yeah.
And just because he keeps talking shit about them. But anyways, yeah,
they're the same actress.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Y'all fill the same roles.
Don't fucking do that. Because I'm pretty sure people say that all the time to them.
I mean, you got to think about like when people used to go be like, well, to Matthew McConaughey, oh, so you're the new Hugh Grant.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm the new Hugh Grant. I'm the one that does all the romance movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they just switch throughout. You know what I mean?
He's always charmingly befuddled. Like that's what someone said.
Evan Rachel Wood
about Hugh Grant.
Or even Rachel Wood. Rachel Wood. That name sounds
Ain't
familiar.
she in
Evan Rachel Wood. What is she in? Westworld.
What else is she in?
Yeah, that's what I know her. 13, Allure, Across the Universe. Not a lot of other big movies.
Even Rachel Wood.
I don't find her as funny though. It doesn't look like she's done one comedic thing ever.
Zooey Deschanel. God damn it.
Yeah, Zoe.
If they decide to go all white, Zoe. She nails it. Her character, New Girl, that was practically Jennifer Walters.
Yeah, I mean, it
That
was
practically Jennifer.
and she's popular. I mean, she's popular enough to have a show that runs for like ever.
Yeah. People will, and she has a following. People really like her.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I definitely can see that. She's got the whole nerd thing going. I mean,
Exactly.
It would work a little too well.
Exactly.
That is easily. I mean, like I said, if they went with somebody who's not white, it would be Alicia Tyler for me, just because of the humor factor. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
If anything, I would love for her friend to be Alicia Tyler.
You want Alicia Tyler?
Give us Alicia Tyler. Give us Alicia Tyler. But yeah, I think that Zooey Deschanel would work very good. It would be an interesting setup to the show because I could see her in the car with Bruce and them driving, him even taking her to like early first day at college because it's a college that he used to teach at or works at or knows well of. Him taking her, they get in a car accident. She's injured. He takes her to the hospital. They have the same blood type, but his is gamma radiated. But it's a last ditch effort. They do it. Boom, bomb, beam. She-Hulk.
You know, it writes itself.
Yeah, it's
it
super
writes
easy
itself.
to do. You don't need to change up much. You guys need to watch Fleabag. Thank me later.
I will. I'm gonna check it out.
What if I thank you now? Thank you right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking right now, nigga.
I don't have to worry about doing it later. Don't put shit on my plate. All right. I ain't got time to remember all these thank yous. All right. Thank you now.
Absolutely.
Just in case I watch it.
So we had some big news today.
Big news. Are we mandling?
Oh, we can do that right now too. I was gonna say do something else. No, let's do this first before we get to Mandalorian.
Okay. What's thing? Do you have a picture of
So they announced a few more things.
it? Oh yeah, I don't have pictures of it.
Oh yeah, I don't have pictures either, but that's fine.
Right.
So Gemma Chan
Yes.
is officially our Cersei.
Yep. Did you watch Humans?
No, but I heard it's good.
Especially season 1.
Okay.
Season 2 not as good, but season 1 was good. She's good. She's a good actress. I like her.
Okay. I think she has a great look. I think she has a very exotic and great look.
She has what I like to consider like an ageless look, where you
I
can
can
imagine her being an immortal and just keeping that same face. She also looks high end as far as she hangs out in great circles.
I also
But all our niggas really want the money.
You like that song?
I do.
That's a good song. I for one am all for this new trend of Marvel giving underused actors new roles. I'm all for this trend.
Yep. Build them up. I mean, think about Chris Evans before Captain America.
Absolutely. I'm all for it. Gemma Chan was Dr. Minerva in Captain Marvel, and she was great in it, but I think that she is too great of an actor, and she has too great of a look to just be one and done. So she's officially Cersei. I'm all for it. Did you like her in Crazy Rich Asians? I still haven't seen that.
It's funny. And to me though, it's not. I mean, it's a solid movie. It wasn't as good, I think, as some other movies like what's called the Netflix special that just came out with oh shit, what was it called? You'll Always Be My Baby.
Oh, was that one good?
It was fucking hilarious. But it was a solid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, the lady who stars in this, she's the one who actually writes Fresh Off the Boat.
Oh, okay.
Ali Wong. Ali Wong is fucking hilarious.
Ali Wong is great.
Watch her specials. If you haven't seen her holiday specials, she's freaking great. But yeah, no, to me it was funnier than Crazy Rich Asians. But Crazy Rich Asians was a good movie. Like, it was fun. It was cultural. There's a lot of funny shit in it. Here we go in the background. Here's the look at your Eternals.
Yeah, here's the look at our Eternals. So Gemma Chan is officially Cersei. That's all I cared about. Because out of all the Eternals,
What? You didn't care about Homeboy from Atlanta?
Oh no!
Only real one up there. Keeping
Paperboy.
it real. Paperboy keeping it real since the beginning of time.
Paperboy.
Third host.
No. He's great. No, the actor, yeah.
The first MC of all time.
I'm just referring to the Eternal themselves. Like, out of all the Eternals, Cersei was always the popular one. Cersei was always one. She was on the Avengers for mad years.
Yep.
She's... Can we say she's the most powerful Avenger? I mean, Eternal. Can we say that?
I don't think she is.
Who's more powerful than Cersei?
What's it called? The one who leads them. She's the second.
Who,
most
Icarus?
powerful. Is it Icarus or is it Uriah? I think it's Icarus or Kronos. Kronos is far more
Kronos, yeah.
powerful. But is it? Hold on. Yeah, I think
She's
Icarus.
not more powerful than Uzus or Uma.
Uaxis or Umas, and I think Icarus is also supposed to be more powerful. Because Icarus is like their Superman.
Mountain rolled up jeans, put Paperboy wearing. Y'all relax. Paperboy's great. But also Xerxes, Athena, and Icarus.
And Hyperion is technically Eternal.
No,
Thanos
not technically.
is technically.
No, he is.
Thanos is technically. See, Thanos is one of the hard ones because on one sense he's an Eternal, on another sense he's a Titan. So he's kind of like an off-brand. But
the Forgotten One, yeah, they're all. I don't know my Eternals that well.
yeah, but
well,
I thought, Icarus is a Prime Eternal.
Turns out,
So his all his stuff is supposed to be at a level 5.
Turns out, yeah, she's not the most powerful, but she was always like the popular one. Like
because she's a little bit younger. I think she's supposed to be a second generation Eternal, Earthborn Eternal. I think because she's one of the only second generations that has a level 5 adeptness, and hers is one of the most difficult ones, being transmutation. Because she's able to do that, she is considered to be one of the most powerful in her generation.
Well, absolutely.
I think Icarus is the only one who really hangs out still. So
yeah, for those of you who don't know, long story short, Cersei basically her power is she could turn. She's Firestorm, basically. She could turn one thing to another. She could do it like to an extreme level though. Like she could turn a nigga to a pig. Shit like that. But she can also do a bunch of other things. She can like convert elements to different elements. She can fuck shit up. She's pretty powerful as fuck.
Yeah, she has one of Silver Surfer's most powerful powers, and she has it on the level of Silver Surfer. Meaning she can transmutate anything into something else.
Into something.
And she does it without magic. So it's complete molecular configuration at very high levels. Not like reality bending levels like a Franklin Richards or like Molecule Man levels, but still like her ability to do it is ridiculous. It doesn't exhaust her like it can many individuals. She's dope.
And she also has strength and flight. Like throw that on there as well.
Those all Eternals have flight. I think they have flight, a degree of self-teleportation. Senses, of course, are enhanced. Immortality. Because, for example, Thanos, because his father mated with a non-Eternal, an Eternal that was not showered in the rays of immortality and time by Kronos' experiments, he's technically not fully immortal. He's supposed to be just long-lived, so he actually ages.
Kaiju said, go ahead.
These Eternals do not age.
They don't age.
Anyway.
Kaiju says Cersei is more adept in her specialty, but the others are more powerful overall. Okay, that makes more sense. I just know a lot about Cersei because I was reading Avengers in the 90s.
Well, yeah, but Cersei's also supposed to be peak at all the default abilities. So other ones have certain abilities like how, what's it called? The runner, he's built up his ability for speed. Macarai. But he's still only a level 4 in speed. He's not a fully adept as far as their physiology could take them. Cersei's supposed to be, I think, the only one who has, outside of the Prime Eternals, who has a level 5 adeptness in her ability.
But with also the Gemma Chan announcement, also comes brand new news. Kit Harington.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully not Wolverine.
Thankfully not Wolverine. Even though I understand why people want him to be Wolverine. He's 5'6". I didn't know he was that short.
3 inches off.
Still off. But I get why they wanted him. But he is officially Black Knight. Which is obvious. I'm like, that's probably the most obvious casting since RDJ is Iron Man.
I mean, let's keep it 100. His character was pretty much like the Black Knight in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You're unsure of yourself constantly. You feel like you're constantly driving yourself mad. You're working out concepts between duty and what you need to do. You're very, very much slow on the uptake.
Oh, Ghost Rider, thank you for joining us. You must be, you didn't catch the news today. Yeah, that was officially announced as of today. Dane Whitman, the God. Dane Whitman, that is
That's a hell of a name.
That's a comic book nigga name. Dane Whitman?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
As long as he ain't played by Dane Cook, we're good.
Oh, God. Yeah. Ghost Rider's wilding in the comments. Yes. Dane Whitman.
Yep, with the Ebony Blade.
Now.
Marvel flexing. We can take all these obscure ass characters and do shit.
Listen, man. I don't think people understand how crazy it is. They just fucking cast Black Knight. We're scraping barrels now.
I mean,
And I'm all for it. I like Dan Whitman.
You know what's crazy though? This casting, you know what it makes sense of? Something way off. It makes sense of our pirate dress marauders. Knights, pirates. We're getting themed characters.
Yeah. I absolutely agree.
They're reusing shit that they're taking off sets. Oh, no more pirates movies?
Uh-huh.
We got sets.
We got we got shit ready to go. We got shit ready to go. And you know, one thing I like about our show, what we try to do here is we try to talk more than just our fanship. We also try to relate it to marketing. And I'm noticing Dane Whitman can be marketed very well. His helmet.
Aye.
The Ebony Blade. The Ebony Blade could be the new Mjolnir.
Aye.
It could be the new Captain America shield. Like, I see props.
Think about a weapon like that is technically harmful to you as you wield it.
Yeah. That's something that could be used very, very well.
That gives it a good
it
dynamic. It
craves blood.
Yep.
Keeps
you from being OP.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They could do Ebony Blade. They could do lightsaber Black Knight as well. Or they could give them both.
Rise of the Black Knight.
Where I can see them giving them both.
The Black Knight Wars.
And like, what's great is that Kit doesn't even have to act out a character.
Dane Whitman, A New Hope.
Yeah, he doesn't even, the nigga just do your Game of Thrones shit. But
just read the lines.
Yeah, you're still Jon Snow. You're still Jon Snow.
Don't change a thing.
Yeah, we're just gonna call you Dane Whitman now.
Remember, just like Jon Snow, just pretend like you've been walking for 6 hours. Keep it slow. Keep it frustrated.
Now, check the circuit says give Aragon. I mean, there's already a Pegasus on Earth. I don't see why there couldn't be more.
Oh, yeah. And Marvel ain't gonna just not give him a horse with wings. And it's going to be black. And I mean, because you could already see the imagery of Jon Snow with his hair flowing in the wind, walking up to his great steed, ebony blade in hand.
That's a great accent.
But, yeah, for some reason, I can only do, like, Eastern European and white people.
And you just kicked it off, too, mid-combo. Like, you're like,
I take my ebony blade, and I sit upon my steed, and I ride him into the great night, slaying Marvel superheroes left and right.
You sound like the Butcher. You sound like the Butcher in the greatest superhero show on TV. Fight Me. The Boys shits on everything. It's that good. And if you haven't seen The Boys, after this show,
Go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Sign up for Prime. Get free shipping. I don't give a fuck. Go watch The Boys. It is phenomenal.
I said it straight up. I dare you to find something better. Best superhero show on TV.
Ooh. The Gargoyle. I mean, they're right.
Where's the Gargoyle? The ebony blade is Venom symbiote in weapon form. Might even have a voice. Oh no, it'll talk to him.
It better talk to him.
It'll talk to him.
Better fucking talk to him.
It'll
That's
whisper.
the ebony blade. Yeah.
Whispers.
Yeah. And now
But it won't whisper in British. This will not do that. But
Oh,
no,
shit.
I mean, you pretty much write it. Ooh, that would be a dope scene. See, if I was writing it, I would have him come up to an all-white horse and then holding the ebony blade, just touch the horse with the ebony blade or just rub his hand across it and the whole horse turn black. Underneath the wings start symbioting out, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So anytime he hops off it goes back to like being a normal, like, but beautiful horse.
Beautiful
But then
horse.
when he hops on it, you almost give it like a possession.
Just a Jay said, I still want Taron as Wolverine.
I mean, I don't mind it, and he's short.
Taron, the dude that played Rocket Man.
Kingsman, and Rockman, and everything. Yeah,
How tall is he?
I think he's like 4 foot.
And he could do action after. I mean, I finally saw Robin Hood. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like, it wasn't like a Hellboy movie, but I can see why people just pass it up. Hold on.
Taron. How tall is Eggsy? He's a Scorpio. He ain't shit.
He's a Scorpio, ain't shit.
No, you passed it. Go up.
Oh.
5'9".
He's a little tall. It's like half a foot taller than what we need. See, now, right now, if you want to cast a legitimate Wolverine, let's call up Danny DeVito.
Get Danny out there.
Danny DeVito, shit, he's stupid.
He's old.
You're not wrong.
He's short?
You're not wrong. You're not
We can do
wrong.
it.
Let's do some research here, because I think we're getting our blades mixed up. Look up the ebony blade for me. Not Skyrim. Get the fucking.
Well, that was when the shit
no,
came
no,
to
I
him.
know. I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying this bullshit.
Okay. You looking for powers or what?
Yeah, the ebony blade deflects most magical attacks when angled in a certain
Including
way.
Lestrange?
It can cut through any substance.
Except for other enchanted weapons or extremely strong metals like adamantium.
Oh, that's bullshit. It could cut through anything
what are you
except
gonna do?
adamantium.
If not, I mean, people just make ebony blades and kill Wolverine all day.
You can't just make an ebony blade.
Why not?
And
You go back in time because they have time travel. You contact Merlin, like, motherfucker, you gonna make me some
You
ebony
gonna
blades.
sit
You
here
think if Doom
and
pulled
tell
up
me-
on Merlin, he would be making ebony blades like left and right?
Listen,
That motherfucker be throwing them shit out like hella.
Hold on, goddamn it! You gonna sit here and tell me what the hell? What is Wolverine's sword name? Mishimusu? What the fuck is the sword they cut off through adamantium? You telling me that's more fucking powerful than a fucking ebony blade?
Does it cut through adamantium?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought its whole thing was that it stops the healing process.
God damn it! I know that. Wait,
I
hold
don't
up.
remember them
Wait,
getting
hold
their limbs
up.
cut off.
Hold up.
Hold on. Wolverine blade.
What is the Wolverine sword called?
Yeah, what is that
It's
thing
something with an
called?
M. It's like Murashima, Matsi. No, type Wolverine sword. It's that sword.
Yeah, does he call it what it is? Here. Murimasa's sword. Hold on.
Yeah, Miramon. It's something with an M.
Murasa.
Miramasa.
Muramasa blade. Here we go. Two blades existence. First existed when Warrior, not the same blade as Muramasa itself. Blah 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 blah.
It's a shame.
It can apparently slugs from the blade can apparently penetrate even dense adamantium skeletons.
I've seen him use it because he used it to help try and kill fucking Decken. I know that it could fuck because there's two of them.
Yeah.
There was the one that he used to remember he cut Sabretooth's head off.
He used a piece of but I mean there's joints in the head. It's not a complete.
But he didn't heal back. He got,
That's what I'm saying. I thought he couldn't heal. Okay. Much like the Black Blade, the second Miramus is extremely durable and capable of cutting almost any substance. Easily cut through an armor Shebra, molecular level, one of Cyclops' beams. Wolverine himself stated it's the only thing on Earth for truly able to kill him. Wolverine was injured with the sword, though it was a minor, remained inflamed and didn't heal. He sliced Sabretooth's right arm off and decapitated him. Severed arm in place. Wolverine adamantium. Yeah, I guess it just basically says that he can't heal.
It can't heal from it. Well, he can. It just takes longer too. Like, it would take longer for him to heal, so like he could actually like get mortally wounded by it.
Yeah. So the sword didn't cut through Wolverine's claws, but it withstood the blows.
Okay.
Yeah. And it struck the adamantium lace bones without sustaining damage. That's the original one. So it hasn't ever been able to cut through.
I like the idea of Scott Eastwood as Wolverine.
Scott Eastwood?
How tall is Scott Eastwood? Because the height is important. God damn it.
Short characters. Peter Dinklage, Wolverine. Whoops. Oh, you look tall as fuck, bro.
He looks tall,
He
but
looks tall as fuck, bro.
I don't know, bro. Let's see.
He's like 5'11".
He's 5'11".
That's tall enough.
That ain't tall. His dad's 6'4".
Look, Sandra Locke right here. This lady, she's 5'4". No, Britt Robertson is 5'3".
He's 5'3".
Do some. All right, hold on. Actors that are 5'3". You can Google that. Look at that. 5'3" actors.
They're all gonna be women.
Natalie Portman.
It's all women.
Seyfried.
It's all women.
I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't care. Okay, Sarah Jessica Parker could be Wolverine.
All women. Christina Hendricks, Felicity Jones. These are all broads.
Making it good, Wolverine. Come on, it gotta be one dude.
No.
One dude, come on.
They're all women.
No, there's one. Gotta be one.
There's not one.
There's gotta be one.
I'm fucking crying.
There's gotta be one.
I don't think there is, dog. I don't think there is.
It's gotta be.
We're like scrolling down.
Wait, Aaron Sanders.
Who the fuck? It's like a little kid.
Nobody knows.
Who the fuck is this kid?
5'3". Get him quick.
Get him.
Get him before he grows.
Who the fuck is this?
Get him.
Some random ass kid.
Hey, look. All right, he's there. All right,
Wait, go to his IMDb. It's over there on the right.
No, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Who's in? Single Man. General Hospital.
Whippy Kid.
Miami. He been around since like 2007 and stuff. He been in a lot of stuff. Ray Donovan, Teenage Bakery Worker. And that was 2014, so he got to be an adult now. He's still 5'3".
That'd be crazy. And that's the only reason he got the role. That's the only
He's the only nigga who sells
He's
up
the only
in
nigga that's 5'3". Okay, so anyways, I'm excited. Darren Whitman is in the MCU. We're getting into the real weird territory now.
Who's the shortest actor? AJ Kumar.
This is Bollywood, yeah.
Bring him over.
Oh shit, we might have to go up a little bit higher, like 5'4". We gotta settle. What is the lowest we will accept a Wolverine height wise?
I would say
5'6".
Yeah. Hayden Panettiere and Andrew Kendrick are both 5 foot. Andrew Kendrick looks like a good Wolverine. Looks ferocious.
She looks ferocious. Yeah. Kevin Hart is Wolverine. Don't do that.
Kevin Hart, there you go.
Don't do that.
The tiniest person on the planet.
Don't do that.
Oh wait, Robert Downey Jr. is about 5'6".
5'6"?
He's our new Wolverine. Give it to him.
Short ass.
Short ass.
Short ass motherfucker. The fuck?
Yeah, it's mostly. I thought there was more males. Prince
is like 5'1".
He would have been Wolverine. Oh, wait, who's this guy? Too old. Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese. Hear me out.
Seth Green and Jamie Cullum.
Daphne King.
Does Wolverine have to be Canadian? Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. That's a short nigga right there.
Right. Josh Hutcherson.
Who's that?
He looks like Tyrion from Future. What's it called? Future Man, and I think he was in like what's it called? Hunger Games, right?
He's 5'6".
He's right there, and he looks like Tyrion Egert.
He kind of does, man.
He does. He look dead ass like
he kind of does.
Tom York. He looks almost like Wolverine, might.
Little Uzi for Wolverine.
Little Uzi. You can pick a ton of rappers.
Absolutely. Dude, rappers are short.
Yeah.
Rappers is, I learned that when I was,
So
on
you don't
tour.
have to raise the mic.
Huh?
So you don't have to raise the
Yeah,
mic.
that's true.
Ben Stiller. Wolverine.
We're coming up to the 15-minute mark. We gotta watch this thing real quick. So Mandalorian. Oh yeah. They officially announced the Kenobi show.
Yes, the Obi-Wan.
Your thoughts? You're the Star Wars guy at our group.
I think because they got Evan McGregor back, it could be good. I don't think that I think Disney learns lessons. So I don't think that we're gonna get like a really. I don't think we're gonna get a crappy movie for it. I think it'll be good. Mm-hmm. I think that Disney knows how to play this game, and I don't see it being bad. I think they pay a lot of attention with the feedback they've gotten from other stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, you remember the off, and I think that's why we're seeing so many little off-brand kind of things. Because Solo didn't work because I don't think people are that big of a fan of Han Solo.
I just think that
it wasn't a bad movie by any means.
It wasn't. I think it was great. I think it deserves a sequel. I just think that Marvel thought, oh wow, really?
I don't think it needs a sequel.
It's not necessary. Okay, if they decide to make a sequel, I wouldn't be mad. I don't think it needs one. I think that I think Disney attempted to Marvelize Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they realized that's not going to work. It's not going to work.
And that's what, and that's what I'm saying. I think because they picked the wrong character. I think that to Marvelize Star Wars, you need to give people one of the things that's a little more fascinating. The two things more fascinating than just Han Solo as a character, because I think Harrison Ford had a lot to do with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Are the Jedi, bounty hunters, the Sith, and I think those are the three elements you need to play with in the off-brand. I don't think you can, and then I think from there you can maybe play with some of the smuggling and things of that nature. But
right.
You need to build that up with the more popular concepts, and that is, like you said, the world of the Jedi. It's its own world. It has religious ties to a degree. It's almost like a church, to a strong degree with these knights, these warriors, these generals, that go out and do these things, questing and stuff. Right. These bounty hunters, who are your rogues, you know what I mean? Then you have the Sith, who are the villains, your Dooms, your Jokers, your, larger than life villains that want nothing but evil. So, where it's like Han Solo is literally one dude.
Yeah. Just a dude trying to rob.
Yeah,
He's just trying to eat.
The Star Wars universe is what was popular. It wasn't just Han Solo's movies.
Yeah, and it
during
proves
the
my
Indiana
point.
Jones time, maybe you could pull that off better.
Absolutely.
But it ain't there.
I
needed Harrison Ford.
I agree. I said that the thing about the Han Solo movie that was crazy was that most of the shit that people liked Star Wars for wasn't in it.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it did come off a little different. But, speaking of...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, but speaking of things that people want, we have a Mandalorian trailer. Disney did not come here to play with you hoes.
Nope.
Not for 1 second.
You already see. I love that.
Oh, I got crack intro. I got crack over one for this one. Like from jump, they're letting you know. Oh no, we're really doing this.
Yeah. This ain't your mother's Mandalorian. And everything looks on point. Special effects look great.
This looks like a movie.
Yeah. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they doing a movie?
The God Carl Weathers.
How you know they serious? Representation matters. More black people in Star Wars than we ever knew.
Niggas in space.
Niggas in space. We made it.
We made it to a galaxy far, far away.
Been a long time, but we're here.
Gus Fring.
That means there's gonna be meth.
Oh shit, there will be meth.
Yeah, go snort some of that force, baby. Keep my lightsaber on blue, Pam. I'm coming to collect that blue lightsaber. You ain't pay for it, nigga.
You got that blue magic?
You got that
blue magic.
He's selling blue crystals.
The blue crystal. Hey.
The exclusive blue crystal dealer.
I got lightsabers on deck. What you need?
Oh shit! Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. That's gonna get posted later.
Are you creating a meme?
The meme is going into effect.
You're
right
making
now
a
in
meme.
this show.
You got the. What was the name of the place? Pollo Hermano.
Pollo Hermano.
Oh, shit.
You can't hide from me, Walter. Give me the space.
Give him the blue crystal. Okay.
November 12th, right around the corner. You know what's gonna be a day one person? Disney Plus.
Okay, so we just saw IG-88, but they're telling me that's not IG-88.
No, it's supposed to be IG-11, right?
How do we tell the difference?
What do you mean how you tell the difference?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Nigga, that looks like IG-88. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
All right, this is why the machine's gonna take over. You the reason why
Don't do that.
gonna be a
Don't
thing.
do that.
All right.
That nigga looks like IG-88.
It's very different.
How?
IG-88 is a darker tint.
Oh, I'm about. Give me something to hit him with.
IG-88 does not use that type of blaster.
Get the fuck out, you motherfucking
IG-88
Star Wars
doesn't have the
niggas.
same CPU.
You Star Wars niggas.
You see that? That's an Intel Inside sticker.
Damn nerds. You goddamn Star Wars
IG-88
niggas.
runs on NVIDIA. This one's running on AMD.
Oh. Wait, are you being serious?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. No, you listen to me. You goddamn Star Wars niggas get on my fucking nerves with your attention to detail, and that's not IG-88. That's not the blaster. Get the fuck out of here.
You do the same thing for Marvel. So anyway, moving on.
How?
You do. You don't. You give general specifics all the time.
Not to that level.
Yes,
I do
you
not
do.
say.
That level did some. What are you talking about? Stop that. You be acting like you read comics.
I don't, but I have Google, and I know.
You Google the shit. You be Googling it, bigot, and you ask Jeeves. Shit. Web crawling that motherfucker like Spider-Man.
That nigga. Oh, shit.
God, that would have been a partnership back in the day for web crawler. The Spider-Man logo.
Absolutely.
They might have lived to Google's expectations. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's keep it moving.
Bounty hunting is a complicated
strap.
profession.
That's a strap. You pulled it out of your holster and you shot something. You strap. I don't give a fuck about what the ammo is. You strap.
Okay, fair. For the knife.
Don't you agree?
Yep. You know what would be perfect? If, what's it called? Spice One. Rolling down the street with a motherfucking strap on.
Classic.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so, that's...
Oh, they're telling me it's not showing in the background.
Oh, is it? Oh, derp. This new transition button. My bad. Here we go. You run it back.
Run it back. There we go.
There you guys go. See? Now you can see it. Trailer. My bad. We run it twice. It's so good you run it back.
Yeah, it's worth being ran back. It's got good.
All them Stormtrooper helmets he bought from the store. Beautiful.
Yeah, just get that shit down the street.
Yeah, he went down to Hobby Lobby, got himself some Stormtrooper helmets. He good to go. I think Walmart had a 2-for-1 special. He bought them all.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Light Special. Kmart.
Cold weather's the god. Get a stew going.
Yep. Man, playing Disney did not come to play with you folks. I mean, like you said, it looks like a movie production. It really does.
Like, I thought that since this was a show, that they were going to cut down on things.
Doesn't look like it at all.
Los pollos hermanos.
About to get out there.
Flipping bird. Flipping bird.
Intergalactic birds. At the spaceship, baby.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
You don't tell them, look, I got this factory. These is niggas who ain't paid for their meth.
I know, right?
These niggas ain't paid for their lightsaber cruise.
Okay. Is he Mike? Is he Mike?
He's Mike. The Michaeladorian.
Mike the Mandalorian.
Mike the Mandalorian.
Hey, I'm
Give my money, with. Mike.
You know, That's what you mean? It's not IG. I'm being told by the Star Wars niggas it's not IG-88. He's not the only one to tell me this.
It isn't. He's especially critical because you have to insert timelines and where people would be during
that is true as well.
So for chronology, which is very important in the Star Wars universe,
this is true. Unfortunately,
and you have to remember, just like most droids, they're fucking manufactured. They make a lot of these bitches.
They don't make a lot of IG-88s though.
Yeah, you just don't see a lot of IG-88s right? Because there ain't a lot of motherfuckers left after IG-88 show up.
That's true. That's true.
And think about it. It's 88. There's been at least 87 more of them motherfuckers. Right?
Oh, shit.
This is number 11. He's been around for a while.
I'm fucking weak. But, yeah, in conclusion, I want to ask a question. Why do people still think that Netflix is going to be okay?
I said this earlier on the internet.
Why?
Right now, everybody thinking Disney is a monopoly, but they are not. They're playing Battleship.
This is their Battleship.
And niggas is about to get sunk.
Listen.
Yeah.
$6.99 a month. Dog.
I thought it was $12.99.
No, that's for the whole package.
Oh, well, what else is there?
$6.99 just for Disney Plus. It's $12.99 for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
Yeah, bro, that just replaces my Hulu cost right now.
There you go.
Matter of fact, I think I saved $2.
There you go. Dog.
That's a wrap.
Dog.
That's a wrap.
And that's just the Marvel and Star Wars stuff. We haven't gotten into all the other stuff. They got the Lady and the Tramp trailer out, Lizzie McGuire. These are things I don't care about, but I know plenty of other people do. High School Musical, the show. They got some shit, man. They came guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
And what the difference is between Disney and Netflix is that Disney is a brand you can trust. Like, people will fuck with Disney. That's why they're doing a lot of shit that you already know. Like Lizzie McGuire. Like High School the Musical. Like more Marvel shit. Like more Star Wars shit. Like more remakes. Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, man. I was like, y'all motherfuckers are seriously trying to burn a hole in the pocket.
Like, for real. They're doing the goddamn thing. Netflix will give you a lot of shit, but not all of it is great.
Yeah.
I could see decisions will be made.
Netflix paved the way for the streaming services. It will forever be remembered. But, as in many things, you know, just like Ford paved the way for cars.
Mm-hmm.
Blockbuster was one of the biggest video stores.
Mm-hmm.
Things moved to second, third place. Things say bye-bye. I don't know if Netflix is going to immediately go under.
Oh, no. It'll be a slow burn. It'll be a slow burn.
It's going to hurt. Their market share is going to go way down. So if y'all want to get some Netflix cheap before the buyout.
Now, I'm hearing the rumor that Apple might cop Netflix.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, to bring Netflix into Apple TV and their whole Apple world would be just good business.
That would be absolute great business.
And they can afford it.
Can they afford Netflix?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can afford that.
They could afford that.
If anybody could, I mean, they're literally one of the most wealthiest companies.
If
motherfuckers sitting on trillions.
This is true. If Netflix,
they're like, here's a little Apple stock. Go ahead. And
go ahead. Yeah. It's a drop. It's a dollar.
They'll be like, oh yeah, we sneezed. Take that payment.
MTS says, nigga, I've been saying that for years. It needs to happen now because let's be real, Apple Plus isn't gonna do it because Apple's doing a streaming service too. That's not gonna do it.
What does Apple have? Apple has less of a stake in the game right now than Amazon.
Exactly.
Amazon, and we talked about an Amazon show today.
Amazon good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think, does Apple have any of its own content?
They're dropping a streaming service. I don't think they fully announced what's gonna be on it.
Yeah, like
but they are announcing it.
That would remotely be interested. I mean, somehow getting a hold of the Fast and Furious franchise? Like, what is there out there?
Ooh, what Fievel just said. Heck, Microsoft could just cop Netflix and compete with Apple.
But why? Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that is, Apple buying Netflix won't have anyone accusing it of being a monopoly.
Of course
They
not.
sure won't.
Of course not.
They'll be like, oh, that's
Of course
smart
not.
business. I understand that. That's great.
MTF said straight up. MTF said that he said monopolies equals corporations I don't like.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the narrative being is. Is that it's just a corporation I don't like. Cause nobody. I mean, my boy said it best. He said, if anything, out of all these corporations, Netflix is more of a monopoly than any of them. That's a good point. He said they own 100% of their shit. They own the production of it. They own how it's being distributed. It's all under them.
Yeah, so.
No, you're not wrong.
They have,
You're not
here's
wrong.
The thing I say about monopolies. Let's keep it 100% cut and dry. If you are not the sole participant in that field, ensuring that other people can't play with you, you are not a monopoly. Netflix ain't a monopoly.
They're not.
Disney ain't a monopoly.
They're not.
There ain't no monopoly in cards. It is legit. You will be in motherfucking court because there's one thing I can tell you right now that the government don't play with. And here's the fucked up part about it. You could go and you could beat up some children. And you might or might not go to jail.
Yeah.
But if you don't pay your child support,
Yeah.
you don't pay your fucking taxes,
yourself.
anything to do with money, you will find yourself in court. You will find yourself in jail.
Yeah.
You were brought up on criminal charges.
Yeah.
Best believe government does not play about money. So if you have a monopoly, that means that you are forming a company that can eventually be a threat to government. If you fail, you will be disassembled.
Yeah.
Immediately. They don't play that shit.
No, you're absolutely
And
right.
once you get close, once you hit that 40-something percentile, they start talking to you. Like,
Nah,
you can't
absolutely.
have 50% of this market, motherfucker.
I'm with you 100. I'm with you 100%. I said from jump that Netflix has kind of fucked shit up because they created a template that now everybody's going to follow.
Yep.
Now everybody's going to want to do that. Like, oh, okay, that was cool. But this was inevitable. Netflix, to think that Netflix was never going to have competition, it's foolish thinking. They don't have the patent on something that no one else can also do. It's just that they started doing it first and they've been doing it the longest. But anyone could just do their own shit. I said, watch, the first thing is, wait till these other companies realize, wait, you're making money off of our shit. And Netflix is like, yeah, but we're paying you. Yeah, but no. No. We don't want to license to you guys no more. That could be our money.
Yep.
That could be ours. Like, we helping you. and so, the two most watched things on Netflix are both leaving.
Bye, bye, bye.
That's going to hurt them.
Yep.
The Office and Friends.
I mean, that's the thing is Netflix, and this is what I tell people. Netflix had its chance to grow. They had gained enough capital. They cemented themselves in an industry that they were one of the early leaders in. They were able to, I mean, they dismantled Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, and everybody. Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, they monopolized the movie market with a newer concept, but the market had to grow.
Yep.
They had the chance to come up with their own content. They were able to release it. It wasn't as well received as they hoped it would be. Other people, in a free market are able to hop on board. End story. That's how the market moves.
That's how it works.
I mean,
we live in a capitalistic society. There's nothing you can do about that.
and there's nothing you should want to do. You shouldn't be able to just, you shouldn't be able to, like, I mean, what would be the answer? To push Disney out and say you can't make a streaming service, thus monopolizing the industry?
Yeah. I know, right? Why?
You gotta be ready for competition.
I have a question. Why have people today, in this day and age, been taught that success is a bad thing?
Oh, because the individualistic baby syndrome. People, I think, today are taught that your own individual story is the most important thing going on in the universe, leading a lot of people to be very single-minded. So when they don't like something, they feel that everybody shouldn't like something. So if they're probably not doing bad or doing well, or something that they like is under a different umbrella, they automatically hate everything else under the other umbrellas with the idea that, well, no, what I like is better and you shouldn't be able to have this. But in your perfect world, what you like would then be at the top and in the same place as Disney. So it's very selfish. I think we're raising a very selfish generation.
I agree.
If you don't like it, all of a sudden it's wrong and it's bad.
Yeah. And I think and that's what I was telling a lot of people who were arguing that yesterday. I was like, they were like, well, they're ruining art. I'm like, how are they ruining art? And they're like, well, they just keep, and they can't. And another thing people need to stop saying, they need to stop saying Disney is putting out content nobody asked for. Go look at the top 5 films of the year. They're all Disney except for one, which is Disney adjacent.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Bruh. You know, Apple could buy Netflix with pocket change right now.
Oh, you looking up what they got?
Total assets is only $25.9 billion.
For a company that has $1 trillion in overall value.
Yeah.
That ain't shit. That's like nigga,
that might be the move.
you gotta think about it. If you got $1,000, that's $28. That ain't even 280 out of your $1,000. That's $28.
That's absolutely.
You got $1,000, it's $28 in comparison.
Jesus.
You got $1 trillion. It's 100. That's 1,000 billions. Right? That's 1,000 billions.
That
you
needs
spending
to be
$28 on Netflix.
Listen. There's some secret meetings going on as we speak. Hasbro randomly bought Entertainment One. Out of nowhere, Hasbro was like, "We want Peppa Pig."
And who knew Hasbro had money like that still?
Exactly. Like, out of nowhere. That's probably the strangest acquisition I've ever seen.
Peppa Pig is popular.
Peppa Pig is popping. People fuck with Peppa Pig.
No.
So much so, they bought it. I forgot how much they copped it for. But yeah, they bought it. They bought Entertainment One. That comes with Peppa Pig and a bunch of other shit. But it's mostly Peppa Pig. But that was a hell of a thing. Like, they were like, shit. Like, oh shit.
Y'all just bought that. Okay.
Yeah, they just copped it. You're gonna see a lot more of this. We told you this before.
They could buy Hasbro for $5.
We talked about this back in the early 2000s.
Hasbro bought Death Row Records. Death Row Records is still a thing.
They signed Hobson.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
I think only.
But to go back off what you're saying, I completely agree with you as far as Disney. When people say that bullshit about, well, Disney's oversaturated the market with whack movies, let me tell you what happens with whack movies. Even with good names. X-Men has a fantastic name. Whack movies tarnish X-Men's names to the point where they just had their lowest money-making film that they've ever released. On a great name. Hellboy had a decent name. Shitty movie. People didn't see it. Ghostbusters had a great name. Shitty movie. People went to saw it, said it was bad, more people didn't go see it. If you make shitty movies and shitty products, people will stop fucking with you over time. That's the way it goes. I mean, right?
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, did every Thor movie make as much as the last Thor?
No.
Nope.
No.
It did not.
No. Hold up. How many movies have Disney put out this year? Aladdin, Lion King, Toy Story 4, Endgame, Captain Marvel.
It was Far From Home this year, right?
That's not Disney though.
Oh yeah, that's Sony technically.
Dumbo.
I
I think they've only put out 6 films.
And they got more on the way. Frozen 2.
And Maleficent 2 and Star Wars. Hold up. Okay, no, for real.
Incredible 2 was last year, so what else?
So Lion King.
They have Lady and the Tramp's going to be this.
I'm talking about theaters.
No, that's not this year. Yeah, I'm looking. Is Onward this year?
No.
2020, yeah. Yeah, they haven't put out... Oh, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, so I mentioned Captain Marvel.
Okay. Yeah.
So Endgame, Captain Marvel, Dumbo, Aladdin, Lion King, Toy Story 4. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
So, How are they a monopoly?
Because people are seeing them. Yeah, you can't have people see the movies, otherwise it's become a monopoly. I thought you knew that.
Shit.
I mean, you acting like other films are allowed to put out movies when Disney has a movie in the theater. They're not allowed.
They're not allowed.
Yeah, no, Disney somehow magically makes revenue by paying people to go sit in their theaters.
I guess it's confusing to me.
You don't get Disney tickets for free?
No.
Yeah, I get their parks for free and
get
their
the-
movie passes. All that. They
All
sent
that
like
shit.
30 of them at a time. They're like, hey, go see this movie like
shit.
30 times for me.
That's crazy to me. I'm like, wait, I didn't even think about that until MTF said something about it. I was like, wait, how many movies they released this year? Like, pretty much every movie of theirs has high charted except for Dumbo. And I still under the impression that they didn't expect Dumbo to do hella much.
Let's see. So far, Universal's has had Hobbs and Shaw,
Yesterday,
Yesterday, House of Pets 2,
Glass.
Glass, Art of Racing in the Rain.
They're dropping Cats this year. Good
Good Boys came out. How to Train
How
Your
to Train Your
Dragon,
Dragon.
Hidden World,
The Upside. Oh wait, no, that's to the 2017.
and
okay.
The Highwaymen with Woody Harrelson
Okay.
and Costner. So, and A Dog's Journey
Dog's
with Kevin
Journey, Dead
Costner.
Don't Die.
Apollo 11, Little,
Ma.
Happy Death Day to You too. It came out in theaters.
It did. It came out in theaters.
The Kid Who Would Be King.
Oh,
So,
2019. The Addams Family
2019.
movie dropping.
yep,
The Jay and
Jay
Silent Bob.
dropping. Cats dropping.
Cats. Listen.
What kind of monopoly
How
is
is Disney a monopoly?
this?
when they're
Mall
not
was so
even-
bad. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't. I rented it. Is it up for rent? It's around. But, yeah. I don't know if it was bad or not. Highwaymen was a Netflix original. Oh. It was a Universal. Is that Universal? It says
What?
Universal.
I remember, yeah, but it was on Netflix, so maybe they. I don't know.
Partnership of some sort.
I don't know how that works. But
Oh, it was a co-production. No, it was produced by Universal, just released on Netflix.
I bet you that Universal did it, and then they were gonna scrap it, and Netflix was like, "We'll just buy
Pick it up, yeah.
Netflix was like, "We'll just buy it."
Yeah,
Fuck
'cause a
it.
lot of big names, Kathy Bates and everybody.
Mhm.
But yeah, those are Universal projects.
So I don't understand how they're a monopoly when they're not even putting out the most product. This is what I mean when I said at the beginning of this podcast. I'm like, y'all niggas don't know shit, do you? You just be saying anything. And then a bunch of people like and retweet your shit and just be like, yeah, they're a monopoly. How? They're not even putting out the most shit. They're putting out the most popular and the most lucrative. But
Yep.
that's another argument. That's a completely separate argument. If you want to argue that you don't think they should be making that much, hey man, do your thing. But they're not.
Yeah, if you don't feel that. But let's go over to, what's it called? Paramount. Paramount's got a bunch of movies too.
Rocket Man,
Crawl, Dora.
Gemini Man dropping
Gemini
later this
Man's coming
year.
up.
The Terminator movie, Playing with Fire.
Playing with Fire, which is getting a lot of little, what's it called? Preview. Like, I see that shit in every theater I'm in. Hey, it's, with hair, John Cena is basically just a Jack of Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I can agree.
Sonic the
Sonic the
Hedgehog next
Hedgehog.
year. Okay, they don't have as many movies. Oh, this is just upcoming. Or no, this is the same.
No,
same
I
year.
think it's pretty much all of them. Paramount,
Oh no, because they had Wonder Park.
Wonder Park, What Men Want, Pet Cemetery.
No,
After, they got some shit.
Dora was good. Yeah. So competition is happening.
How many films are WB dropping this year? Okay. Godzilla, Shazam, It, Annabelle,
Comes
The Kitchen,
Home.
Joker, Shaft, Curse of Lana, Lego Movie 2,
Blinded by
the Light, Little Women, Isn't It Romantic?
Which is kind of funny.
I heard it
Ad
was
Astra, which is coming up.
We don't have to do Hush. Red Rum.
Red Rum.
Dr. Sleep,
Yeah, I think those are the big ones. A Million Little Pieces will be later this year.
Where's Pikachu? I didn't see that on there. I know that was one of them.
Was it just them? I thought it was a joint. Maybe it's bigger
joint.
studio. Detective Pikachu was... Yeah, a lot of people. Warner Brothers was on there, but Legendary Entertainment and Nintendo Creatures, it's like a lot of people.
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
Yeah, a lot of people had to be involved. So I don't think that's just solely their
It's
thing.
just solely WB.
Yeah.
Either way, they put out a shit ton of movies. See, that's the difference. This is what I mean when I say Disney can't be a monopoly. All these other corporations, they could put out any type of film. They could put out a horror film. They could put out an action film.
Yeah.
They could put out rated R films. Yeah. So Disney's not even putting
And there's
out the
even
most
small companies that are able to do that. I mean, look at the release schedule. Companies like CJ, Trifar, Cohen, Ammo, Lurk, everybody gets time in theaters. You have the option. There's a ton of indie theater film stuff that people can go into. Yeah, you're not going to probably compete with the bigger ones as much, but you have the right to do it. If you have the money, you can put yourself in theaters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's stopping you.
So I think that probably should wrap us up today.
Disney is not a monopoly.
They're not a monopoly.
They're playing Battleship. Y'all niggas getting sunk.
They're giving the people what they want.
And if they were playing Monopoly, they just got Boardwalk and Park Place. Y'all motherfuckers is done.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing. Disney is not a monopoly. They're playing chess, and everyone else is playing checkers.
I wanted to use that, but it sounds too common. Battleship sounds more fun because motherfuckers is literally getting sunk. I mean, let's be realistic. When people mark the beginning of the end for Blockbuster from Netflix, like how people would talk about like postal service kind of shit with email, this is what you're seeing.
Battleship, yeah.
That's what you're seeing.
We can do that. They're not Monopoly. This is Battleship, and all y'all are being sunk. Like this is just in a few days. They announced all this. Now imagine when Disney Plus really gets going.
Yeah.
When they really get
GTA wasn't the world's first open world game, but they did it the best and still continue to do it.
These are facts.
Just what it does. They don't know Monopoly. You can make an open world game. I mean,
and there's plenty of them.
Yeah. Saints Row belongs to a big, higher budget studio, and guess what? They realized you can't compete. You got to do something different sometimes. Mm-hmm. You got to make your own thing. Mm-hmm. Don't be mad. Don't try to copy. Mm-hmm. Make your own shit.
Mm-hmm. You know, and I think that they learned from a lot of mistakes that Netflix made. You know, smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others.
Yep.
And I think that that's what happened here. And Netflix said, let's take all the good shit.
Yep.
You know, that Netflix did.
And look at Dumbo. Dumbo cost $170 million to make, only made $353 worldwide.
Some dude
didn't even make it back grossly.
Some dude got on my ass, and he was talking shit. And he had like film reviewer in his bio. I hate motherfuckers that film reviewer in their bios. He was trying to tell me that Dumbo was a flop. I'm like, how was Dumbo a flop? And he was like, well, they released it between Captain Marvel and blah blah blah, and they sabotaged it. I said it made over double its production costs. And they were like, it could have been made more if they moved it. Moved it when? Moved it where? There's no good spot.
No.
That's number one. Number two, I highly doubt that Disney thought that Dumbo was gonna blow it out the water.
No. Let's back it up one step.
Okay.
It would not have made any more money at any point in time of the year, even if anything else isn't coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbo got shit reviews. Mm-hmm. People did not like Dumbo. Mm-hmm. It wasn't fun for kids who were the main audience of Dumbo. It wasn't good. So it did what a mediocre movie with a long history, seeing the first one came out like 1941 or 30 something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it did what I think they could have expected to do. They could have wanted more money, but it wasn't good enough for that. It wasn't a good movie to even put on the level of saying, well, it flopped. Like you said, it made its money back and then some. But it did that off nostalgia.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
If people want to make the argument of, well, this is Disney oversaturating the market, I can see you supporting that argument with a movie like Dumbo, because it did suck and there was no reason to make that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, no reason at all. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
I got a little one, like I said. It took her to see it. She did not.
Yeah.
It was not. I mean, it was no Detective Pikachu even.
Damn.
And she talked about she loved Angry Birds. Today I'm probably gonna sit down. We're gonna watch the first Angry Birds.
It's good. I think it's on Netflix. It's good.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna watch that. But no, Dumbo sucked. The production, it did not make the money. But it's also proof of what people say. It didn't make $1 billion for no reason. You said Aladdin was also a live action transition that it was actually people did like. It was good. It was entertaining. It made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Dumbo wasn't good. Didn't make $1 billion.
You know what? Here's my thing, and I have to agree with what people said. Disney has
Still
set the
made
bar.
more than Dark Phoenix. Everything makes more than Dark Phoenix almost.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Hellboy.
Damn. Did it? It didn't make more.
Hellboy made no money.
I didn't hate it.
I don't know why.
I didn't hate it.
It was terrible.
I need to watch. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Trash.
Maybe I need to watch it again.
The dialogue was horrid.
Yeah, I didn't like the
The
dialogue.
dialogue was horrid all the way through. The fight scenes were terrible. He just flailed around like a drunk. He was like, I'm going to roll over here. I'm going to roll over there.
There's a scene that made me go, huh? In the beginning of the movie, he's fighting this guy, this vampire thing in a wrestling match.
Yeah, it's like a vampire werewolf.
I don't know what the fuck that thing was. So he's fighting it, and the thing is flying around, and Hellboy grabs it and throws it, and somehow him throwing it, the thing gets impaled by the ring. I'm hella confused.
Okay. Yeah, you should be.
I was confused. I was like, wait, how did he get impaled? All he did was throw him. He didn't throw him into it.
Dude, all the fights were sloppy like that. Remember when he fought the first giant? They just basically impaled themselves. He threw the thing at it and it fell on it.
And then it fell on it.
Like, all his fights were like him accidentally flailing
With
around like a drunk.
killing niggas.
And then they all kill themselves.
You know what I'm trying to think that? I was like, yeah, he pretty much accidentally killed.
He never seemed like he was, he ran like he was like a slow drunk. With back problems. He moved around. Not one of his one-liners landed.
Oh, shit.
All the emotional scenes seemed like crap.
Yeah.
Remember, he kept trying to drop jokes and it was just like...
Yeah, and nobody laughed. No one was entertained.
The cheetah character was terrible.
He was stupid.
They had the one okay sister scene with the girl who talked to ghosts where the way the ghost came out was kind of interesting at first.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cool. Then what happened? She don't show up till the end of the movie again.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Yeah,
and then,
you just follow Hellboy around as he pouts with poor one-liners. Like everything he said was like a bad one-liner.
Yeah,
he didn't have any good dialogue.
Like the part where he said, when the woman was like, "We gotta be together," and he was like, "I would, but I'm a Capricorn and you're nuts."
Yeah,
I was like, nah, that wasn't it, bro.
Yeah,
I hate this movie now. I hate it.
Think about the dialogue of the movie. It was so bad.
I hate it.
It was so bad. So hold on. Let's as we wrap up. Dark Phoenix. I don't know what their budget was. Shit.
It's like 300,000, yo.
Nah, that's a lot.
Dude, they lost. Disney reported a loss because of Dark Phoenix in the third quarter.
I mean, I imagine with the what's it called? Okay, estimated budget was $200 million.
I think
they made $250. No, I'm saying with advertising, it's probably more.
Okay,
but I'm saying just production.
Just production. Okay.
Hellboy still lost that.
Bam.
Hellboy had a production budget of $50 million and made 21, and if you add the foreign, it's 39. So they literally lost $11 million.
Yes.
They lost $11 million. Dark Phoenix, and that's just on production without advertising.
Ugh.
Dark Phoenix could at least say, unless you spent a whole shit ton of money advertising that, they made over production. $52 million over production.
Disney reported a loss. Because when and like a lot of people don't understand that. And I try to break it down to them. It's you do these things called projections. That's what I do with my job. I help with projections, where I have to tell the business this is how much we're projected to make.
Yep.
This is how much we're projected to make. That's how businesses are ran. They're not ran. They're not reactionary. They don't react. They go off of what's expected. But that's what you do the math for. That's why you do projections. That's why you hire someone like me to do that for you. So someone did the projections for Disney, but then during that time they did the projections, they weren't expecting for them to buy Fox and go ahead and put out Dark Phoenix. So then that happened, and they ended up reporting a loss.
Can you imagine sitting at home thinking like, man, we could just scrap that? We literally should have just scrapped that.
Why do people still think New Mutants is dropping? I'm like, you think this movie's coming out now? You think it's coming out in theaters? You really think that? You'd be lucky if they just silently drop it on Hulu at night, real quick.
They won't.
They won't even announce it.
Won't.
Why not?
They ain't gonna do that. You
Why
already
not?
see we got a New Mutants book. It ain't that team. They ain't gonna do that story.
They gotta put it out.
No, they don't. Because of Dark Phoenix. You could potentially just lose. Like, why? At this point, why? You're just going to hurt your brand. Think about it. The X-Men are going to be benched for 5 years after Dark Phoenix. They're rebuilding them from the ground up. They called in Hickman, said it, look, bro.
Yeah.
We need a lifesaver.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, that wraps up our show. I want to thank everyone for joining us. You could be everywhere else in the world, but you're here with us, so we appreciate you. It's your boy Tass, the old nerdy bastard.
Phony Toast. The Toast is with the mostest.
This the greatest show in the Omniverse. Once again, we're not a podcast, we're a nodcast.
We got mad slogans.
Absolutely. Talk to us. We talk back. Make sure you
Join
follow
the conversation.
us. Yes, join us. Talk to us.
Just watch the fucking show.
Yes, absolutely. Like holler at us.
Until next time.
Until next time. Peace out.
Peace.